least it's an even number.
And welcome back, everyone, to Whispers of the Atheneum presents session 52 of Echoes of the Forgotten. We're back. I don't no longer have to do the preamble about inspiration, so just say, hello, what's up? Give us a few seconds before everyone's in and ads stop and all that. Wait for the message, it's like, hey, this stream is live. And we'll get going.
Chicken nuggets.
How's your week been?
Roll D20. That's gonna be one of those.
Oh, what? My average roll before a session was 7.5.
Oh, Cyrus is gonna win.
I got 3 20s last session. I mean,
I also got
this
a 20.
is just.
Ah, that's my third 3.
My
Doesn't
average is
bode well for me.
14.2.
Well, a
It's a bit
minute's
high for you.
passed, but no messages popped up, so we'll have a go anyway. Darren, what happened last time, friendo?
Yeah, Darian, what happened last session?
Shut the fuck up. Last time on Echoes, the gatekeepers rested after their previous fight. Xavier and Sylvie left to go find Arkver, discovering him sitting before a massive field of glowing flowers and the mountain they'd been heading for only a few hundred meters away. After a minor discussion, Xavier ran into the flowers and promptly failed his saving throw, becoming unconscious. Sylvie left to get help, and Arkver calmly walked into the flowers and promptly fell unconscious, only a dozen feet short of Xavier's also unconscious form. Sylvia returned with the rest of the party, and with a combination of fire, magnified gravity, file tech, and shadows, they managed to reach their unconscious allies and retrieve them from the flowers. They took stock of their surroundings. In a momentary ring of safety they'd formed, Osiris attempted to tap into the consciousness of the flowers themselves, and he tapped into some other intelligence inside the mountain. Once this happened, the flowers moved subtly, shifting behind them to close off their path, and also moving ahead to slowly open a way forward. Following the semi-berry road they found, they realized the mountain was actually a very vast building that had collapsed on itself, forming a mountain-like structure. They climbed up, reached an entrance which, when stepping across the threshold, their minds were rushed with memories as it seemed they were remembering everything they'd ever experienced. Venturing further inside, they were blinded by a brilliant light and experienced vast visions. These had various effects, but all tempted the gatekeepers to venture deeper. Those who resisted broke free as they saw their compatriots being assaulted by gibbering mouth. As each party member broke free of the visions one by one and fought off the abominations, they fought their way out of danger, stood victorious in a room of melted stone, looked around, found a stone coffer full of various coins, and that the only unblocked passage led back the way they'd just come.
And that's where we're gonna start off. We are missing a meme today. She is feeling ill, so someone will be playing the part of Terra. But for now, you guys all head up back through the corridor that you entered southwards to get into the room that you're currently in, and you see that there is in fact a path north that was hidden for most of you due to the mental assault. So what are you guys doing?
Moving along very carefully.
Not moving along as carefully.
Singing
Doing
a
the
cowboy
walking.
song.
What?
Yay, now I'm not rolling like 3s anymore. That's pretty cool.
For now.
You said there's another path?
Yeah, so you leave the room where you came and you start heading up, and you eventually reach a point where previously it looked like there had been a cave-in that was blocking your way in that direction, but it seems now this pathway is open and there was no cave-in.
I would like to check out the path.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming everyone's going together.
Yeah,
Sense
I
anyway,
think I'll
yeah.
stick with people. No point in drifting off.
Take Eli and Chell, walk down it.
It doesn't take too long as you continue moving north. Well, as much north as you can guess in this underground place, as after another minute or so of walking, you step out into another surprisingly open space. This one has pillars on both sides sticking up. The walls are covered in carvings and scratch marks. There's like a stone, like kind of altar-ish looking like block at one end. Yeah.
Do I see anything with my perception roll that seems out of the ordinary or like a threat?
I think with a 23, you realize that this room actually looks incredibly similar to the room you guys just left. Except the previous room was all melted and deformed, and this room looks perfectly fine. As if, because you know, like the Malthus made the stone itself melt. This one looks as if there's no melting at all.
Well, on the plus side, it doesn't look like those strange beasts that were in that other room are in here. Rock seems intact. Otherwise, this is fairly similar. Can't be too careful.
As you enter, you see that where were large stones were, you see that there is these tall steels made out of stone, probably maybe about 15 feet tall, that on close inspection seems to have names carved into them.
The name's readable.
Yep.
Yeah, these are.
Damn.
They appear to be in like various languages. Like at a glance, you can spot very quickly common, draconic. You see a few giant runes. You see like just various like basic languages, like nothing complex.
Those who can
Just people's
read,
names.
yeah, those who can read anything, though they ask people's names, they do have they're like historical versions of like these languages. There's some like different fusions of letters together. That is weird, but like eventually you know they split off. But they seems to be old versions of each language.
I would like to copy them into my book.
There are
Yep.
way too many.
There's like 8 of these steels, and most of them are full of names.
Damn.
Only I was a second level wizard.
Oh, damn.
Apparently we had our smartphones.
Towards the western part of this, the eastern part of this room, is a large podium with a larger stone tablet with inscriptions on it, though this one seems to be cracked and damaged in places similar to before. But the general gist is, praise be to him, blank. These names shall be instilled in blank's memory for us to remember.
I want to try something stupid.
Yeah.
I wish to walk up to the podium.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now, when the name is scratched out, is it like cracked stone?
Yeah, it's like before, where the specific area where there would be a name is just like as if that part of the stone had been gouged out.
But would there be enough stone there to, say, scratch a name into?
You could try. It's
Cool.
still just stone. Like, you can absolutely just carve something into the blank, cracked space.
I wish to try and chicken scratch a name into it.
Which name?
Become a
I'm
god
going to-
yourself.
You know what? I'm gonna put down Judas.
Oh.
You write Judas into the gap.
Death Note.
Alright, make me a strength check, just because this is carving into stone. Let's just see how quickly you can do it and how good it looks, because you aren't a stone carver. You don't have tools for this. You're probably using a knife.
Yeah.
So while he's carving into this, what is everyone else doing? Because he's just walked up to this podium and just started like chipping at the stone with a knife.
I'm keeping a
Walking along.
very, very careful eye on our surroundings to make sure that the sound of scratching rock is not attracting anything.
Adjacent.
Do,
Go on.
do I need to roll another perception check?
I don't think so.
Adjacent to like where Arkva is scratching, there seems to be these 2 large stone pot things with slots at the top, like mirroring either side of Arkva. And as you look around, you see, not in the room, but creeping into what appears to be the hallway out, there are vines and a very familiar silver glow.
So further past the room.
Yeah, like continuing further into this area,
Yeah.
this temple.
Not moving towards us, just
No. It's like there's another, like in the previous room there was a second exit that had been completely collapsed in. This other one seems to be open, and you can see these vines like in the entranceway.
Okay.
you might not want to piss the flowers off, considering they're over there.
I wish to Divinity Sensi, if I can.
Yep.
Well, you divine You get a pretty similar just as before, except it's much more intense. That feeling of like consecrated ground that's somehow wrong, essentially like a weird mix of consecration and desecration, is very, very strong here. It's like this entire area is like more heavily affected than the jungle itself was.
Do I get the feeling that it's been corrupted more than this place was holy, but now it's
That would be sensing like consecration or more more halification, which is not present. It's just it's not what it should be. Is more the gist of you get. Then it's swinging either side of this pendulum of consecrated or not.
this place is getting a stronger rate of that mix of consecration and desecration here. Like this place is that.
So whatever we're leading towards is just we're on the path then.
Yes.
Would you describe it more as like a flame flickering out?
No. It's stronger here, but it's hard to describe. I mean, not to be putting the thing on, not to try to describe it in this sort of weird way, but think of it like yourself, Christine. It is both sides of the same coin at the same time.
Okay.
It shouldn't be. It should be only one, but I'm getting feelings that it is both at the same time. It was fainter before in the jungle, but it is stronger here.
So we're getting closer to answers.
Or more
Seems like
questions,
it.
most likely. What are you doing over there, by the way?
About this time, you finish carving his name into it. You carve his name into the pedestal where the gap is.
And then I attempt to read it out.
You just read it out loud.
Whatever the pedestal said, plus the name in the place.
Yeah, it's like some kind of like sermon or prayer, as they just said for like, oh blank, please remember these who have fallen, blah blah blah. It appears to be some kind of prayer to basically remember those who have died. Key parts are missing from it because there's more than just a name missing. It feels like other sections, but that could just be wear over time, not sure. But with Judas's name mixing, it sounds like you're praying to Judas to remember people.
That's
I get
weird.
being out flashbacks.
Now, does that count as desecration?
Hey, nothing happens as you read it out.
It's worth a try.
Well, that was fun. Shall we keep going?
As before we keep going, as everybody's leaving, I'd like to go towards where the altar is and put my hand on there and gently say, "You won't be forgotten."
As you put your hand on the altar and you say you won't be forgotten, you notice there's actually a slit kind of in the top of the altar.
Okay.
Not my fault.
Do I see anything invisibly?
It's like if you look into it, it's like a hole kind of in the top of the altar, like goes inside. You can tell from looking at it, you can tell the altar is hollow, but it's also pitch black inside. Do you have dark vision?
I have dark vision at the 60 feet and blind sense at the 10.
Well, if you're looking down into the hole, you see a bunch of things inside this altar. It's a very
Okay.
small hole, so you can't make out a lot of details. It's only about, I'd say, maybe 2 inches across and like maybe like a centimeter or 2 wide.
I'll look in and I'll try and see what I can see.
So you press your eye down to the altar and you stare
Yeah.
into this little hole.
It's
You realize the
wrong eye.
altar is full of coins.
I figured as much. This would be it. Collection box.
Yep.
No,
Judging by
thank
the-
you.
No, judging by the layout of this place, I'd say this was a church or something.
Seems like it, since we got all that money on the top floor.
That
Right,
might
so
be-
Trouble.
hear me out.
House of a Dead God, probably.
I'm hearing you out.
Oh, so they put coin in these things because coin they believe is of value to give to whatever. But if the coin is never used, therefore it has no value. Does that mean it shouldn't stay here because it has no value?
I'm not breaking that because I don't have the strength to break that.
This is me, the player, saying that.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
that's like a whole lot of finagling to say let's rob this
It's
place.
a whole bit.
That sounds like an Osiris thing to say, though.
It
That's
does.
Just a little.
But yeah,
Wanna
no, that's
smash
me
balls?
saying
I'm like,
both
they aren't
in and
using it.
both in and out of the game, the same response.
it. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not. Still think that would be a great Osiris thing to say.
I'll. You know what?
Hang
I'm gonna put 3 pieces of silver into the slot.
You just
Breaking
drop
the
3 pieces
bank.
in.
Yeah.
There's a clink, clink,
Here's
clink
the bank.
as you drop the coins in, and you hear them clink into other coins inside.
You're never going to afford that shield if you keep doing that.
Hang on.
Nan's got a point.
4, 9, 9, 8. Yeah, 1, 4, 9, 9, 8. I mean, I don't think I am at this point. I haven't even been paid yet, and it's been like what, a month?
But
You
just
keep saying that.
throwing silver pieces to a dead god that doesn't even have a name anymore.
Not for the dead god, for the people that need to be remembered.
Do you
Think
remember
enough.
who they are? Then I think it's redundant.
I think enough time has passed that no one does. Anywho.
Yes,
Shoot.
let's continue. Osiris keeps walking.
If I had the capabilities, I would have smashed it.
Not the ones that
course
use
Christine
the
would.
What, you don't have shatter?
No. Funnily enough, I didn't bring any spells that were physically damaged and brought a lot of mentally damaging spells.
We're never
I've
going to
got-
encounter those mental things again, though.
I've got a
well,
thing
they're still
called
great, though.
punch. I can do that, but I'm not breaking into the collection box.
I hope you're wrong.
It's not a collection box if nobody collects.
As you all continue to walk, you follow the path eastwards for a little bit, probably about 15 or 20 feet. And as you do, you see that the density of the flowers and the vines increases.
Do they seem to be parting for us still, or are they getting a bit more like...
These
drawn
ones
towards us?
are not moving at all.
Ah.
You notice the actual flowers are a lot smaller. They're not like the huge 3-foot wide blooms. These ones are only like, some of them are only about as big as your hand, some even smaller than that. But it's just the vines are growing along the walls and like clinging to the roof, and some even across the ground that you're like stepping around.
Do they look like they're pointing?
And they're just vines.
No, they don't seem. The flowers themselves don't seem to have any autonomy to the
Do
ones
they
that you
have a
saw
similar
outside.
glow to what they had outside?
They do. There's
Yep.
actually a slight light in here as they're glowing very dimly.
These ones seem a little less mutant. That's nice.
Is it like, is that the only source of light in here?
Yep.
Yep.
It's
I would
pitch
have-
black otherwise.
I would have some dancing lights up because I do not have dark vision.
I do have
Right.
the sword out, but sure.
I'm
Yeah, I
still
think
blinded.
last time, I'm
Had
pretty sure
light.
last time you casted dancing lights, so you'd still have them up.
Yeah, you had dancing lights. I had like cast
Yep.
on something. I don't remember what though.
I had the
It was
moonstone
on
sword
staff.
out.
It's just
I'm
that
just
way
gonna
maybe
say I don't
Trooper's
have it
arm doesn't
anymore.
get sore.
So yeah, there's a variety of light sources you yourselves are making. Just these are the only light sources that you found naturally under here. And even then, they're barely like the glow of a single flower only illuminates probably like a foot around itself.
Which is still impressive.
Was that more or less than the dust bloom flowers?
Probably about probably a little less. Like dust blooms glow very bright, but
Yeah.
only during like a
Yeah.
like during a full moon they glow incredibly bright. But like the rest of the time of the night, it probably doesn't not as bright.
Okay. Just was curious.
The path east seems to continue on for a couple, maybe less than 100 feet. At this point, as you notice the increase in this density.
Still
Just doing
best
a
not
bit
to
of
touch these things.
During
Are
a
they
bit of
just
the trip.
there, or are they like slowly obscuring our way?
They just seem to be as if like a flower was planted. They're just appearing every so often along the walls or on the ground. They're not really like deferring away at all. They're as if nature has taken over here.
Yeah, I'm doing my best not to touch any of them, even if they are like seemingly not self-aware like the other ones. Not self-aware, but you know what I mean.
They are silly billies.
This place is deceptive, so I don't want to run the risk of anything at this point.
Yeah, you
Who knows what
continue.
we'll come up against.
You continue east for a little bit, and you see as the passageway turns west for about 15 to 20 feet, and in front of that seems to be a large room that, to those who studied, seems to be a church, like the inner temple beating where sermons are held, though the ground, all of the stonework, staircase seems to be broken, but everything seems to be covered in these vines and flowers.
Are they big like the ones outside, or small like the ones on the walls?
Most of them are small, but in the center of the room there seems to be probably the largest one you've seen yet.
Oh, good.
Just on the journey, I'm just casted a cure wounds just on myself, just to kind of top up.
Yeah.
Do you think these things are like animals?
If I can, if it would allow me to.
It seems to be almost like 30. It seems to be almost like 15 feet in radius. This large flower in the center.
I'd say these things are more like animals than they are plants. But then there are carnivorous plants out there as well. They just seem to think. I don't like that.
As you have a look, there seems to be a rise in the center, like towards the northern center of the room. Were you going slow by yourself, or was that
It was.
Seems like it's lagging.
Oh, that is.
interesting? Probably all the lights.
I am also blinded still, so I can't see all the lights.
I can disable my light if that makes it any easier, but
Yeah, I can barely move the map.
Yeah, I'll turn lighting
I'm
off.
doing all right.
Or maybe just give
We
it a second.
appreciate your atmosphere.
It's very nice
Just so
looking.
you
it's
know.
very-
Is it all slow for you guys still? Yeah, I'll just
Yep.
turn off lighting.
As I said, you're looking at this room, you see there's like a larger mound, kind of like the eastern part of the room, where the flowers like built up, and you see this very large one. The western part of the room is covered in like, you can tell through the mat of vines and flowers that there is like rubble. As looking up the wall, those who can see in the dark well, you see what is left of probably a balcony that used to sit up there. Doorways up there have been caved inwards, so wherever it connects to, who knows, but the actual balcony itself has collapsed over time into this bottom area where you all are.
are we able to make out the stone pews that were there?
Yeah.
Some are still standing. They're just mainly
Yeah.
covered in flowers and stuff.
We'll take a seat over here.
You will see roughly to the south, directly, a cave-in blocking off what is probably a mirrored entrance that leads from the same room that you were in initially.
So probably the last one. Okay, yeah.
What's the wall situation in here?
It's probably. What do you mean? What do you mean the wall
Is it like
situation?
smooth stone, porous? Is it climbable?
Very smooth,
Forest.
clearly
Very smooth.
carved.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's engraved from bottom to top or something, but it's clear like this is all worked stone.
I thought you meant like height. It's probably maybe 20 feet wall until the next floor, which seems to be cut off from you.
I wish to do a religion check to listen to whatever these plants have to say.
Yeah, make a religion while you meditate on the plants.
I want to learn their way of their policies. Yep.
What's everyone else doing while he meditates on the plants?
These are distinctly different plants, yeah?
They're the same type as the ones outside. They're just more varied in sizes.
And they seem very passive.
Where roughly was like the large center one?
In between that little like 5, the blank of the 5 in the middle, probably about
That one?
here-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
There.
roughly thought.
It's like that's kind of like a there's like a mound of like vines, and there's a one big flower on top of it all.
Okay.
Clearly, they're the speaker.
I'd be a little concerned about the big one. But these guys seem to be fairly chill for the most part.
We can just cut away at it. Nothing's stopping us.
I feel like maybe fighting them at this point would be in their own element.
What's with you guys and
Incentivize them to
violence?
attack.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's not a last resort thing, but
This party is just so violent.
We also already attacked.
Says you.
Name one time I've done anything violent.
You
Church.
burned down a church.
The other church.
You killed many people. You look
The-
unconscious.
the monks,
Attempted to
Yeah, but
kill.
besides though,
when you like fly kick the monk in the face,
Hey, the monk had to come.
every time
they
you
didn't do
rage,
anything. They just made us laugh.
He didn't want to leave.
How would you know that? You weren't even there.
I was talking out of character.
Yeah, so what are you all doing? You see Aqua sits down and thinks. There's just this big room. Glowing flowers illuminate most of it. Big old flower and pile of vines in the center. These broken pews and etc. etc.
oh look, I'm running low on spell slots, man.
Yeah, it's your
Shall
choice what
we
you
let
use.
the pacifist cat have his little commune with the flowers?
Then he can learn that spell.
No, but there's a barbarian that can.
Hey,
Damn,
that's
the
multi-class.
multi-class.
Into the same barbarian.
I do want to head a little bit to the mound of flowers in the center, like just to kind of observe it a bit more to see if it's like acting differently to the rest in a way.
Yeah, so you start approaching the flowers.
Yeah, I'll say here on this side.
I'll follow.
As you guys get to about, you're only about here, like walking
Yeah,
towards the
it's fine.
center. Suddenly a voice rings out in the room. As stepping around from the other side of the mound, you see a man wearing very ancient but priestly robes. As he steps not facing you, but just to the edge of side, he goes, "I was wondering when you do something but sit there and watch."
Told you.
Looks to the rest of the party.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts for just surface level thoughts.
I would like to sit more aggressively.
I was actually also going to do something similar, seeing someone come around the side to even see if they are humanoid. I'm going to cast the Charming Eyes.
Yeah, let's biggity the Diviny Schmitty of Shinsies.
Okay, so you get a few things happening at once. You're getting a divine,
Yeah.
a divine sense from Xavier.
Yeah.
You're
Yes,
getting
madam.
Christine attempting to charm this
Maybe
thing.
just to
with getting
see
rid-
if it's even humanoid.
And Osiris is trying to read its thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
So-
point out with mine, as soon as it like seems like it is making a connection, I will stop it and use up the
So
whole
you-
thing today.
So you're still going to use it?
Yeah, I'll use it, but like I just want to know if it actually is humanoid is the main thing.
Yes, this thing turns, is like behind the mounds, it walks around, turns towards you. It looks like, to everyone here, you would know what this looks like because you've all seen one before, except probably Sylvie. As what facing you is actually a very old looking elf man.
What's an
Wearing
elf?
priest robes.
What's
You've
an
seen
elf?
something similar in terms of Selena in her years. Like, it seems a bit more otherworldly in appearance.
Ah, okay.
And Selena got old and turned into a man.
Happens.
Hey, we ain't judging.
Sorry, we left out cultists in the other temple.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna have to come back here.
for all the things that happen, Xavier, you divine sense. You don't ping anything different than normal. It's the same shit as before, but this creature doesn't ping off as anything undead or fiendish or celestial or aberrationish to you.
Okay, that's good.
To Christine,
Hi.
you look into its eyes and you try to use your charm.
It's like a
effect on
glare
it.
glow, like where it just kind of glows that lilac as I'm just staring through him almost.
And it makes eye contact with you directly, and you don't feel your ability have any purchase on it.
Okay, but it is used.
At the same time, Osiris, you glance over this creature's mind for surface thoughts, and you slip straight past it as if it's not even there.
Yep.
As it keeps turning, you realize like that part of its body that was facing away from you is this twisting of vines and roots and stuff that forms into like a hand. As it looks at you and goes, "Now that's no way to treat your host."
Mainly wanted to see if the host was real first. Do you want to hear the second part about the charming eyes that goes off as well?
Yeah, go for it.
So the second part of the charm is whenever I use this ability, I must throw my wild magic table after the spell is casted.
Yeah, you better use it then.
I
will
have
use
a
it.
question.
Yep.
You do that first.
Is host an interesting choice of words, seeing as this is like a parasite relationship type dealio?
I'm not all for that relationship.
I just want to point it out because if it is, bravo.
Is this okay? Is it an in-game question, out of game question?
Out of game question.
That's for you to figure out then.
Well, now I press
That would
button.
be the same answer no matter what I answered. Whatever.
Yes, it would be.
No, I think
What
it's
did you
all
do?
yes.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that.
So for a brief moment, you turn ethereal.
Cool.
So
I can
for
see
everyone's
that.
appearance, Christine, after locking eyes with this man, just disappears.
It's like a
can see it.
fade vanish.
That
Yeah.
tracks.
I can still see it.
And then a few seconds
No.
later, she just reappears.
Yeah, she's not invisible. She's in the ethereal. It's two different things.
Completely
So-
different.
This man looks across you all. And Osiris, your detect thoughts allows you to detect thoughts of all creatures within a range of you, doesn't it?
Yes. Let me get the range up for you.
While he does that, can I
is
say like as
30
I
feet
turn,
around me.
can I say like as I turned ethereal, I would have like moved a bit closer to them.
Yep. So you step forward a bit more.
Yeah, like probably like 10 feet, something like that.
So Osiris, you realize that this thing you're trying to read isn't a thing. It's almost as if you're trying to read the thoughts of like a construct or something, because there's nothing there. But what you do get is inside this giant mound of flowers, the vines that are Christine is only about 10 feet away from.
Which I'm
There is
looking towards.
there is very clearly some intelligence inside that. In fact, you determine there's two separate intelligences inside of it.
Oh, particle.
Wins.
As this being looks towards you and is like, "Now, what are you doing in my home?"
Point at
apologize for the intrusion.
We seek answers, Father.
That we seek answers.
Dimmy, you're
They
really
seek-
quiet.
they seek answers, not me.
This is not your domain. If you wish to find answers, look in a book.
Whose domain is it then?
It is my domain.
I'm curious as to why the flowers seem to draw people in if you don't want them there.
He literally runs his hand over one of the nearby flowers, and as he does, it fades. Like the bright light in it fades away into like complete dull color. They only drag in the interesting ones.
Any reason for that? Other than food?
He just smiles slightly at that statement and doesn't fully respond verbally.
Okay, going back to domain. Whose domain exactly? You didn't give me a name. Says it's yours. What's your name?
I don't have a name. As he like steps another step towards you a bit, Christine. I have no name, for I am the name.
Slowly, like as he steps forward, like I imagine, like I stand my ground. The magic swells left hand, and if he takes another step forward, the flame blade is just summoned, but not in an attack motion.
Yep. You summon the flame bear. He takes another slow step
Yeah.
forward, and he stops.
Don't.
At that point, there's a moment of freeze. He looks down at the blade and looks up at you.
And I'll point it towards the flowers.
Are you sure that would be a wise decision, young lady?
To be honest, no one's here made very much wise decisions since coming into the jungle. I'm not afraid to be a part of it.
You all piqued my interest with your reckless acts. Stepping into the belly of a beast you barely understand, if barely is that.
I head turned to Agvor. Take note.
What was that?
Exactly.
So, my turn for a question. What are you doing here?
I turn to Agvor.
Truth be told, I don't remember. My gut told me it was good to come in, though, I'm guessing. Something
Intuition.
about needing an answer of some divine confusion. And then there was a memory, but I think I ate one of the flowers. Something about an architect that couldn't remember the face of a statue. And then there was a young lady. So my guess was that these flowers are people, forgotten memories.
Ah, young Clement. Architect he was, a sculptor of some renown in the days. And Lady Maria, yes, I remember her well.
I have, however, taken to calling this forgotten the Echo. It seemed fitting for a god that had no name.
A rather apt name. But I can tell you I do not have its name either. That is not something anyone can know.
So what do you know about this place? Is it yours? Your people?
It is not my people's, for my people have no place. This place is mine. It is my home. It is my feast. I would request. I have felt my share of curiosity at you lot, and I give you this one chance. You may leave, and if you do so, I will make it so you leave the jungle mostly unmolested.
You see,
Stuff, man.
something
Also
tells
looking
me...
for an artifact. Just gonna throw that out there.
Some tells me some of us might be willing to leave, but some of us definitely aren't.
I believe, if I'm remembering my history correctly, others may have come and piqued your interest, and you've often done the same.
I do not know about recent history. I have been here for a couple 100 years. No others have entered this place prior to you.
And why did you enter this place then?
They were born here.
Mm-hmm.
That is not true. As he looks at Xavier. I came here because it is easy food.
Throw the blade.
Who has perception of 15 or higher? Passive perception of 15 or higher.
Me?
Yeah. I do not, but I throw the blade.
Yeah.
I don't, but I can't be surprised.
All right, make an attack roll, Christine. This
Cool.
is not for surprise.
Yep. Just a regular attack at the mound of thing.
Just make a regular attack roll. Yeah. At this, are you attacking the mound or are you attacking the dude?
I'm attacking the mound.
Okay,
Hey, you
attacking
did
the
also
mound.
ask a question whenever
He
you...
did also ask a question.
yeah.
Let him do that.
All right. So what was your question, Jeremy?
It was, what are the surface thoughts of the two entities?
Yes,
while this is going on?
As I was going to say, one of them seems to be following the conversation along. It just is weird. It seems disconnected from the body that's talking. The thoughts are changing to, like, match like to match the conversation being had, but it's very much a side of like there is this like tempting luring, like trying to lure you guys, even though you're pretty uptight. He's trying to put you in a less state where you can take advantage of the situation.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that won't happen with this group.
And the second one is primal. It doesn't really have any thoughts. It's mainly just feelings. And right
that's my
now,
language.
it's
Gonna
like
feel bad.
right now it just feels like nothing.
So, Cyrus, did you have passive perception of more than 15?
It is 15.
Okay, so that still counts. For everyone who's 15 or higher, you notice as he steps forward one last time towards Christine, as Christine goes to throw the blade, there is a thin strand running from his body along the ground and into the mound of vines. Very thin, near colorless, like tether of sorts.
Would I react to that if possible?
So you definitely can react to that because you recently read about something that creates these tethers.
I did?
As you remember having read up about oblexes and how they create simulacrums.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the fuck not.
Oh no.
Then Christine's blade strikes the mound.
An obelisk, you say?
A 22 definitely hits, I think.
Yeah.
Evan.
Yep.
This would be against the plants, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm gonna get everyone to roll initiative at this point.
Roll your
Just in case you need it, there's the damage. It's pretty
Okay,
good.
damage is important.
Yeah.
That's better.
Solid roll.
It is a very solid roll. Better than anything Darren did.
I cannot be surprised.
There is no surprise round.
Would you
Yeah.
like me to
does anyone-
use
yeah.
character for combat?
Yeah, so
Sure.
let it go for you. As you strike with your fiery sword at the mound, you see the mound like moves a little and groans loudly as vines snap. Let me just release the
And then
character.
I'll just resummon it back into my hand as it's...
The large flower in the middle where the strand connects seems to move and open up, and it blooms this silvery light as the others do, and almost like an Arulune or a half man, half plant, you see as the body of the it seemed like this very blank body with no features gendering it just rises from the center of the plant, the stamen,
Neat.
and rises up as the plant rises and thrives.
Listen.
You see as the fire does not scathe it as much as you want it to.
Didn't think so.
And let me get battle music on.
So what do I remember about Ublexes? Like anything combat related that was there?
I believe I sent you a snippet of information from them.
Look, you sent me a lot of information, which I'm eternally grateful for.
Write it down.
In fact, it's the last thing I think I sent
Oh,
you.
yeah, sweet.
Oh, it's right there.
Chose something I love.
Top of the order is Xavier.
Yeah, you didn't learn a crazy amount about them, but you read about them.
Ublix.
They're a thoughts thing.
Alright. I'm
So I'll say, in terms of positioning, because this is awkward, it's really the plant monster is at the bottom, and this big, like, flowery thing is, like, the person thing is currently on top of, like, standing on top of it.
I'll move it around like this.
I'm going to
That's a bit better.
channel divinity abjure the extra planar.
Okay.
Okay. You abjure the extra planar.
Okay.
That's your action?
That is my action. Yes.
As you
Cool.
cast the spell of, as you cast the divine power during the extra planar, let me quickly read it just so I can understand. But I do believe that they do not, they are not affected by it at all.
Okay. So.
So cross off
they-
all those.
I
Yep.
believe, yeah, Celestial, Fey, Fiend, Undead, Aberration. Oh, not Undead. Aberration,
And
Celestial,
Evocation.
Elemental, Fey, or Fiend. None of them. Yeah, no, it's not any of them.
Cool.
I think we've got combat tracker up
Doesn't
for
that
chat.
only work if they're from a different plane as well, though?
No, it's
No,
just it's just like
it's just like turn on.
it's just turn on dead, but for those
Ah.
types.
Could I also not be blind, please?
No, you're blind.
Nah, unblinded.
He cannot be blinded. Haha.
You
Yes,
want to
one
go in
eye.
and you can turn.
Right.
I'm then going to bonus action give Fortune of the Many to my friend Christine.
There
Mm-hmm.
you go.
They can have Spike.
Okay.
What is this?
What fuck, where's...
Have we seen this?
Oh, no, not Fortunate.
Seen
Yeah, I was
what?
gonna
Hey.
say, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, this was a new ability I've never heard of.
Yeah, you get that.
Dis attack?
You ready?
No, until the start of my next turn, the first time you or the target of my help action hits a creature with an attack roll, that creature has disadvantage on the next
That'll be
attack roll.
great.
It's granted dis
Grant.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just saying that she has disadvantage.
Fog.
Oh, well. Yeah, so
Ow.
basically, if you hit someone,
Oh, sorry.
that they get disadvantage.
Okay.
Plus no spell slots.
Plus your bolt. Anything else?
That is my action,
No
bonus
riz.
action. Yeah, that'll be it.
Alright. Lair action.
Yeah, very
God.
nice.
Get you, AJ.
Saber Terror.
Initiative
me.
20. Since you're right up next to it, do one
That
of
happens.
these. Hiya!
I'm rolling that again. Sorry.
Alright.
Ain't
You have to
failing a
help
wisdom
action.
saving throw. Oh, does that add to that?
It's the next D20 roll for the help.
I just didn't know if it adds to saves.
It might.
You'd have to be able to help in some way. I don't think...
This is a mental assault.
Yeah, I don't think you've got to
Never
help
mind.
that way.
other than what you're doing. By
Oh
being
no, wait,
next to
no,
her.
never mind. I actually don't have tides because rolling on the
You've got
table
your
for a charming
2d4,
eyes.
don't you?
I do. I was gonna do that, but I'll see if it works first. Because I rolled it on the table because of the eyes, but it doesn't actually reset my tides.
Well, a 9 definitely fails.
The 9
Well, hold on.
fails.
It might be
So yeah,
an
okay,
extra
look at those.
8.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Might be 2 4s. It's 2 1s. Oh,
That's
2
an
4s.
Hey!
A 17 does succeed.
I was waiting for you to say still fails.
yeah, you fucking suck.
As this mental assault goes on, your eyes glow this radiant white, and the effect does not seem to go through. Terra's turn.
I had both
Okay.
today.
I really wish this was Osiris so he could start saying some things. But
Wait, your turn.
instead, yes, what we'll do is how we're going for peeps. This person thing. What are they wearing?
Nothing. It's
nothing.
like this. It's like this. The body has no distinct features. It just seems to be like a mannequin-esque, like smooth surface, like a Barbie doll. It's just got facial features to distinguish it.
You can tell, like, when it moves its arms, it's like semi-dripping in a way. As you remember, these things are like made from oozes in a way. So it's probably, its form is probably not super solid, probably more and more amorphous.
You know, yeah, we'll dump a. Oh man, I fucking hate this spell, but yeah, let's fairy fire.
Like fairy firing on top
What
of
the
the two.
fuck?
Never get this spell right.
I bet you hate my favorite spell.
So, what shape is it? 20-foot cube,
Square.
square, 20.
It's like 10 by 10.
You can get both of them.
So that
Oh, no,
works.
Yep.
Okay,
Um,
cube, yeah. Never mind.
target. Oh, that's weird. Why is it when I click something, I now have the option to?
Because they're layering on top of each other.
That's so weird.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
No!
I'll get rid of that square. Put that
Flowers.
square on.
Disappear anyway. 'cause
Not
it's
the
instantaneous.
fucking fey magic again.
They're both
They're magical.
targeted, right? Where's my comment? There it is.
They're not targeted yet.
On him. It
I'm
is.
targeted. Okay, one second.
Yeah.
Fix that.
You could still be the one to target him technically if you just cast from a different character sheet.
I think that works. Nope. There was a way.
If you click on a token and then target.
Token. Right,
Yeah.
that's what it is. All right, and then that one, and then that one.
Yep, targeting both.
And then that one.
Thumbs up.
The plant doesn't seem to succeed, but the person does.
Person does. Okay, so now the plant has grant advantage.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
As it starts glowing in this fairy twinkling light across its body, which kind of matches the flowers covering its body that glow in the fairy twinkling light as well.
How pretty.
It's just now multi-spectrum.
Yeah, I guess Terra would go. That light is our light. I don't know. I'm terrible at impressions.
As Terra says
love
as she
it.
breaks.
Breaks character.
And if you want, you can also bonus action command the wildfire spirit.
Oh, that's right. We can do that. It's gotta be summoned though, right?
It is
It already
summoned.
is there.
It's been
Already, yeah.
it lasts an hour and you haven't spent an hour.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Where is the cohorts? That one. Movement speed of 30 flying. It's 25. Put that here. Wait, no, it's a ranged fighter, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a range thrower or teleporty.
We'll go here, just in case, and we will yeet, which is that one. Wait, no, why is that two?
Because
Advantage.
you got advantage.
Oh,
from
has
the fairy
advantage. Oh,
Yeah, so it
Works
throws
so
a little bit of
well.
fire at it. It hits.
Yep.
Yeah, roll damage.
fire. And you hate the spell.
As it spits a bit of
Correct.
flame towards the big plant
Max
monster,
damage.
you watch as the fire strikes into it and dissipates along its surface, barely seeming to affect it.
Man.
As
You lied
the
to me, plant.
made of grassery greenery, seems to resist the flame.
Who'd have
That's
thought
just
that?
illegal.
that is Terra's turn. Click.
Okay. Arkfoot, you're up. Osiris is on deck.
Hi. Oh, my turn, right?
Yes.
Well, this thing seems aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to so the plant's underneath.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, there's a
yes.
big, like, 10-foot plant monster that's at the bottom, and then on top of it is this very large, like, hulking slime person thing.
8.5.
You have free advantage on the plant thing.
Because
I don't know.
you can reach both of them from, like, it's on top of them, so, like, even from here, you can hit them both.
Oh no, I want to be behind.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. I was just making sure. So I guess I'm gonna rage
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot of thought.
Seems accurate.
Yep.
I wonder
And
what
then,
rage you're gonna get. Oh wait, no, that's the other character. It's not
That's
this
the other
one.
one.
Fucking idiot.
And then I'm gonna swing at it with a sword while being
Sorry.
reckless because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is my reckless? There it is. I would have had advantage, but I'm giving myself advantage anyway.
You would have had like triple advantage.
Yeah. So much.
It's
Not
very
wrong.
fired.
If you miss, I don't know what's
You
happening.
hit?
Yep. And on top of that, there's going to be a little bit of a magical thing.
If he does miss, that is actually a skill issue.
Yo, surely it's like the 5-card ante, like for blackjack. If you get 5 like cards and still don't bust, you just win. You hit.
Yeah. Okay.
5 advantages, you just hit.
And, then that's main attack.
Nice.
Extra attack.
You do some
Because-
damage.
I'm just going to hit with the same hand because extra attack.
Damn.
And do that. And then bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spit in its face.
Okay.
Nice.
Some.
If you're a simic hybrid, that could be acidic sprit.
It could.
Hey, now you can say things.
Good price.
You
Okay,
smack and smash the person.
Oh,
guys,
and,
be
yeah.
careful. It eats thoughts and memories.
Aqua's not thinking.
Alright.
I'm somehow not surprised.
Christine, you're on deck.
I will. My favorite spell, apparently. I am a support caster. Click. Click.
unclick the person.
I know. It's because Jakuba's now on the stack.
Click, click.
Click, click like a
earn
duck.
A first level spell slot to cast Bane.
Good spell.
Baned.
They both fail.
That's really good.
As soon as you said both, I'm like, no, please. Alright, they have that now.
I
Well,
never
set
have
up.
this much luck.
I will. Oh, bonus action, battle ready telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tick that. And it has to make. I'll click person to be the target of this one. No, just.
You got him? Oh,
let
no,
me
you don't.
do that.
No, dude.
My two options are either analyze or no, I don't want that. Let's see if it works first.
It fails.
Okay. I wish to analyze any damage immunities.
It is not immune to any damage.
Okay.
That's good.
Good to know. Good to know. That will be my turn. Click.
Alright,
Okay,
Christine.
Kristen, you're up. Sylvia's on deck.
Cool. Feel like that this might have a similarity to the things we've seen before. I'm going to basically recreate the chains that I have before, but in a different way, wrapping around entirely of the person, as I'm basically going to cast Tasha's Mind Blip. It is an int save though, so we'll see what happens. If I click on character, target, person, target, person. Take the int save.
It fails.
It fails. It takes 3d6 psychic damage. It takes a fair bit of psychic damage.
Take some psychic damage.
Does this one seem to react similarly as to the other creatures that we've seen, or is it just like a normal attack would be? Like,
Seems
it's
pretty
not-
normal.
Seems pretty normal.
Seems pretty chill. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly have a bonus action that I want to do right now, so I'm just going to kind of stand my ground really, and I'm just checking how many healing potions did I have. I think it was only just one. Yeah, it was only just one. I'm gonna just drink a healing pot real quick just to save the slots,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
Alright, Sylvie, you're up.
Alrighty. First of
Okay.
all, I ain't getting close to this thing unless I can help it.
I didn't target myself.
I will move up behind Xavier.
You were all warned, so if you lose memories, it's your own fault.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't- I
going to
can't
be
move.
backing up. Don't you worry.
I have no choice but to be up close, buddy.
I can get within 5 feet and then I can back out. I'm going to go for a stab with my 5 feet of extra movement. Hit. I get advantage on this bad boy, don't I? Hell yeah.
On the bottom one, yeah. The top one, no.
Going for the plant.
Alright.
But the plant's on top. The plant's what failed.
The plant's on the bottom.
It's just the
Okay, so
token
it's on
saying
top of the
it's...
plant.
yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Got ya.
It's like it came out of the plants when it like started fighting. It's like it was hiding inside the mound. But yeah, you hit with a 23.
I assumed. That's
23
a pretty good
damage.
roll.
That's some damage.
I'm gonna do something that I haven't done before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, new things.
I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Okay.
You're gonna punch it twice?
I can use special arm strike with that, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe so.
Cool. It's basically the same. It's just a different roll. So
I wanna
that's
point
2
out-
extra hits.
I
Sorry.
want to point out, whoever changed my display from wounds to the current HP, screw you.
You can change it yourself.
I know, but it was changed, and I don't like how it was changed.
You get over it.
18 against the plants again.
Yep.
That hits.
Oh, that's nice.
Like,
Did
not-
you
not-
summon?
6 damage.
Did you summon your arms?
Yes.
Yeah, she did that before.
Okay.
I
Wait,
had 2 key points
before?
left. I've used them all up.
on this turn, you summoned and then punched?
Yes.
You can't summon then
summoned.
punch.
I summoned, I hit with the sword, and then I used my key points.
If summoning requires a bonus.
The summon requires the bonus action, which Flurry of Breast takes
okay,
up.
never mind. Scratch that then.
So you wouldn't
Did
be
you
able to
get
do
a
one.
bop? summoning the arms though? Isn't that a thing?
They get an
Isn't there like
AoE.
a 2d6 damage or something that happens?
It's a one-time AoE,
Yeah.
and then
That's
then
okay. I
comes
can use it for my
Run.
next turn. I'll just scrap that. So what was it? What 12 damage that I did with that anyway?
Yeah.
On
Okay.
the plant, okay.
Yeah, all in the plant.
Plant.
All right. After hitting it with the sword, she's going to move back again.
Alright, when you step back away from it, the large, like, amorphous figure lashes out as you see another appendage just forms out the side of its body and strikes towards you.
Okay.
As it's taking your reaction attack against you.
Yep.
That's a miss.
They have range then. Excellent. That doesn't surprise me. Okay. In that state, I'm going to move back a little bit more. Alright, and that is my turn.
Okay. Big plant turn. We had
Big plant, go whack, slide, I think.
whack, whack, slide. Okay. So what can he do? Okay, alright, so he will slam once at Xavier. And miss, and then once at the lion.
Shaking the tips.
And miss. And then he will target the girl. One of these. And she succeeds.
Yeah. No touch my head, please.
You've had enough, like, freaking trauma from that. In the
Unless
last,
it's,
like,
unless it's head
session or
pats,
two.
please no.
And then it's the plant monster's turn.
I only accept head pats at this point in
The
time.
plant monster will.
Oh, she might do from some people.
Imagine having a permanent head like dimple from all the
Slam on
headbutts.
Christine. Hits the Christine.
That's fair. I could hellish
Wait,
rebuke
no,
that.
hang on. It should have disadvantage on that attack.
Well, you didn't put it on, remember? And you
Oh.
took it off because you got the effect roll. And so. Then I'll roll again, I
Hellish.
guess. Let me redo that damage. Yep. And then roll again.
Where button?
What happened? Interesting.
Where
Oh, there we go. Alright, that's a miss then.
Clippy ass, would
Yeah.
you like this?
Second attack.
Okay, cool.
Still miss. And then it will shump.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
And you're all eaten.
It just slorps over the top of all of you.
Sweet.
Alright. Xavier.
Those are mine. Please return.
Xavier,
Those are my friends?
can you make a Constitution saving throw, Xavier?
I'm
That
going to
is-
choose to try and live it.
What?
Fortune.
What?
I mean, in fortune,
Okay.
what's that give you a plus what?
Plus 5.
5?
Okay, so you
Wait,
don't
actually,
fail,
let me
which
have a
means
look.
you're not restrained, blinded, or unable to breathe.
Nice.
Hey, I remember these things.
Isn't it allies you can see within 30 feet?
Yes.
Oh, you're inside
Oh.
of it. You can't see any allies.
Yes, I
Plus
can.
1.
I got
You're an
blood
ally.
type.
Plus 1. Okay, you still failed them with the 13.
Okay, cool.
Bloodfire.
Wildfire Spirit, I don't know if it considers
Doesn't
you an
count. I
ally.
didn't even count it.
It's
I don't know if
summon-
cohorts count.
It's a cohort, I wouldn't count it, man.
You got
So-
1.
13 is a fail.
Which means you are now restrained, and blinded,
Already
and
was.
Unable to breathe.
breathe, and you take
And
you roll a damage on him?
take, 14 damage, partially resisted by your temp HP.
Nice.
So yeah, you're now restrained. What would you like to do?
And blinded.
Right.
It's his blind sight though, so
I know, but
He's blind.
Is person on top of Plant Monster still?
No,
Nope, it slipped out and the
Oh,
big man's
person.
dropped down to the ground.
Oh.
Can I still see Plant Monster?
you are blinded.
It is.
You're in it.
I don't
It's
think
all
you can
around you.
see it, but you were literally inside of it, so I don't know if that counts.
I got 10 feet. I
Do you
know
have
it's
reach
not
10
on-
feet?
Okay, I'll say you know it's on you because you're inside of it.
He's asking about person, I think.
I
If you want to strike a person, you can.
Alright,
it's
I will strike a person with a moonbeam.
okay. Don't you need to?
You can see.
Don't you need to see?
I
think
know
even with
where it is.
blindsight- I think even with blindsight,
Knowing where it is not the C condition.
Point within range.
All right.
Never
Go
mind.
ahead.
The joys of spells that don't specify side.
God bless.
It'll make a save at the start of its turn.
That's nice.
Okay. Anything else?
You know what? I'll give you the help action again, Christine.
Did you need to see her?
I can see her.
Now does that blindsight count? I don't know which one does and doesn't.
Okay, let's see blind fighting. I don't think blind fighting gives you blind sight.
I think, and to me, blindsight is more Trevor sense.
You have blind sight with a range of 10 feet.
It does
Okay,
say
never
that,
mind.
which is weird.
Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Wherever you can see invisible creatures within that range, unless the creature has successfully hides.
Is that what we
I do think see is the wrong term. I think it means
Yeah.
that you can sense them like
It's
you
tremor
other
sense.
Other five senses.
It's like
So
fucking.
maybe-
It's tough blindness, not
So-
actual blindness.
So spells no, help action yes?
I would say that he knows where you are, so he would be able to help you.
Yeah.
He can't see you, but he knows of your location.
He couldn't cast a spell on me, but he can see me and give me a pat on the back.
Well,
Then you
he's giving you the
accept
help action, so it's like if you're trying to pull yourself free, he's attempting to pull you as free as well, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can help
Well-
her.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. So are you
I'll,
fortunate in many at her, or you help her?
Yeah, hang on. I've got to untarget Christine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also we should say, Akfa, you would get an opportunity attack against the mound if you wanted to, as it moved away.
Hells yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Of course he's gonna go with that.
Target Christine.
Let me just.
I like how it has the overlay on top of it when you can target.
And then I will give
Hit.
I'll give temporary hit points.
That's better than what I had.
Okay.
Alright, and is that your turn?
Yeah, you get 2 temporary hit points there, Christine.
I already had 6, so
So
You got
that means
two.
you...
As
I have 6.
Yeah, still have
you can pick the highest one. As
Pick two.
this goes on, a voice that none of you have heard before in the conversation or in the fight, just a low rumbling, just echoes. Please leave. And any magical effect applied at all is gone.
Okay, so you notice in the split second, as a wave of some kind, the only person who can really detect it is Xavier, because you have your divine stuff. As you feel a wave of this weird energy kind of pulse through the whole area, and all magical effects are dispelled.
No, my flame
I'm no
blade.
longer concentrating
I
on
get Flame Blade's
Moonbeam.
gone, Moonbeam's
Can I
gone.
retort?
Yeah, feel free to say something back.
No, you.
But I'm a support caster. I have to.
Dancing Lights is gone.
I was
That
gonna
dancing
bring
lights
magic
should be gone 'cause
items.
I'm concentrating on Bane anyway.
I don't think Dancing Lights is concentration.
It is.
Weird.
It is, yeah, weirdly.
That's why you would take light, alternatively.
Yeah, so Bane is gone.
Bane, light,
Dancing lights you can
dancing, fairy fire, moonbeam.
My flame
As
blade.
it seems to
What
be
about
all.
the wildfire spirit?
It's gone.
Oh,
Okay.
Everything seems to be seems to be wiped clean magically.
The
And
same effect, you notice Akfa's sword stops glowing. In this moment, when that happens, all magical items on you, if you have an ability to get activated, they all turn off in this moment.
Oh,
as you as you have a look, even the person like turns around to where the voice seems to be coming from, seemingly like it's coming from a no point in the room, just seems to be looking around for it, as even their abilities, if it was working, would have gone. As it's Tara's turn.
Okay, I do have a very important question then.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know how it would work in this situation, but how does that work with the Find Familiar spell that's technically always active?
She's not out. It's a case of like that spell's technically not being concentrated on. You cast it once and it's just around.
Okay.
So it's not like that. That's not dispelled because it's not really out.
Alright, I was worried for a second there.
To lose my child.
Please, no, my child.
I choose not to hear the voice in my head because I can do that.
But yeah, so now it's Tara's turn.
Okay. That changes a lot, actually.
Wait, did you say the person didn't do that?
No, that came from somewhere else. It even seems surprised by it.
Oh, that would be evil.
It would be.
Thoughts on casting heat metal on Xavier's armor while it's inside the plant's body?
Oh, that's mean!
Yeah, that's
I
why I
mean-
said it was mean.
Do you have to see him?
I do, but I'm
He
just
is
saying.
completely obscured.
Secondly, it would only hurt him more
Okay, let's just check.
because it
It's really
resists
good.
fire.
I don't really see a negative.
I mean, Tara wouldn't, and that's in character. But
Oh wait, doesn't she have that thing that happens when she casts fire spells?
she
she
can
rolls
reroll
one,
ones. Yeah,
yeah.
she can reroll. I think 1s and 2s and pick the new result, even if it's a 1 or 2.
I think you dealt with the result.
I think you were probably thinking elemental attack for the.
Yeah,
I am
that's-
fine with being a spicy already.
Well, you can't.
Whenever you can reroll 1.
Yeah.
Ones.
That, just in case.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
no, they're always prepared. Okay.
they're always prepared.
They're
Alright, well,
always prepared.
Seeing as- Man, concentration spells are like the bread and butter of druids and bards. Why would you do this to me?
Get fucked.
You got a sword? Use it.
You got a cane.
It's not
sword?
my turn, it's Tara's turn.
Right.
You got a sword.
She'll cast, fuck it, Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
Not bad.
Let's do that.
Alright, what is she targeting?
Let me get the 60 feet of range, 10-foot radius sphere.
I think you could hit both if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, that's what I'm going
And it
for.
would encapsulate, I think, all 3 of us if you want to target whoever you want with it.
There we go.
That works.
It probably says have to see, right? Let's check. One creature of
no.
your choice in the area. Oh no, just one creature of your choice. Cool.
Yep.
Um,
So yeah, you
who's
can-
who's hurting? Light. No one at the moment.
Technically, I think Xavier probably more than me.
Yeah, but Xavier probably has more hit points to pull from and can heal himself without spending spell
True.
slots. So let's say Christine in this circumstance.
I
'cause
mean,
know
if you
she's
want in
got
character, I'm
damage
pretty sure
from last
Christine
one.
would be chosen over,
Yeah.
Xavier.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that.
You're absolutely correct.
You are 100% absolutely correct as well.
Alright, let's target stacks on stack. Nope, that's me. That one.
That's the plant monster.
What was it? It was,
A
hit
hit
die?
die. Yep.
Sweet.
Roll.
Let's use a D8. No, we won't. We'll use a D6.
Man, rip bang.
There we go. Max
That
HP.
nice fatty 9 HP.
So what happens when your cons are +4?
Alright, and have you done the offensive ability roll?
I rolled the saves. I'm waiting for a.
Oh, it'll automatically apply the damages if you just go for it.
Okay, cool.
I think they both fail.
You'll know who succeeded or failed because it'll untarget them. So yeah, you see the plant succeeded, so it untargeted the plant.
Cool.
Alright, yeah, you wither and bloom. You see some of the plants shrivel in the area. You can't see Christine, but Christine, you feel a bit of energy revitalize you.
Feel great now.
Um,
Feel wonderful.
Druid doesn't have much in the way of bonus actions. That is the
No.
Druid's turn.
Alrighty, Akfa.
Bloodshed.
He told us to leave, but Arkville wants answers.
We could make a very tasty murder sandwich. Right
When
here if you
Arkville was
wanted
trained,
to.
he only learned the stay command.
There you
If
go,
you
place
felt
it in
the
this
need.
position.
So, yeah.
Smack.
Yep.
Yep. So it's not technically a command on the Moon Touch, I don't think, is it?
Was it, sorry?
Just trying to figure out. So the Moon Touch has stopped glowing.
Yep, it's not glowing at the moment.
It's not
no
magical.
It's probably just like a round or something. If I was a
And,
betting man.
well, I have fist. I
10
use
bucks.
fist.
Alright, punch.
$10.
20 against
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
Okay.
I'll bet 10 bucks.
20 hits.
I think
yeah.
it's gone.
Yep. Will my Divine Fury still go through?
Yeah, you well, the spellcaster before it activates, you channel Divine Fury and it still goes.
Okay.
That was a weird dice. It's balanced perfectly on its side for me.
Offhand strike.
Yeah.
Does he get a cookie for that?
Which is weird because this is all digital.
That also hits. Another 15.
Oh, die bullshit.
That die was a mimic.
Don't pick it up, you don't want to know.
And
Oh, nice shit.
extra attack.
Yep, go for it. Double
Mm.
18s, good hit.
And I shout, I leave when I'm done with this thing.
And an 8, alright.
I don't care if the
Still good
person
damage.
hears me.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, so Osiris.
Yes.
Oh man.
Look, I know I'm not casting Vicious Mockery, but
Well, muck a plant.
I will cast first or second level? First level. I'm gonna
Third.
cast Dissonant Whispers.
Go for it.
Still targeting it, yes, on the plant monster. Click. And so I say, you want us to leave, but you're the plant.
I hate it.
Oh my god.
Can
That's
I
it.
join the
Okay.
plant side?
That was the worst one yet, and it hurt me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm not casting Dissonant Whispers, Vicious Mockery, but
Hey, I approve.
so I'm just gonna roll damage, and it's gonna it's gonna take half of it.
Yeah,
It won't take half.
it succeeded the save, so it'll only take half damage.
Did it succeed the save? Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have to move.
Nope. You can easily
Sad.
tell because, yeah, if it fails the save, it'll stay targeted on the creature.
I will bonus action use Battle Ready Telepathy on the plant monster again.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, wait, no, that's gonna probably.
Oh wait,
target
were you
all-
targeting the plant monster last time with Battle Ready or the person?
the person last time?
Okay, just making sure. Yeah.
So this time it's gonna make this. Who's this? I should say. Realize we're not gonna know. Do you want me to just roll a d20 for everyone to see then?
Yeah, just roll it
You
out.
wanna roll a
on the
d20
table.
then? Because you're the one saving.
We missed
Yeah, I'll roll a
everything.
d20. What type of save is it?
It's a Wisdom save DC 16.
It has a great wisdom roll. That's a 6.
I'm so glad you're rolling. I want to know if it has any condition immunities.
Yes, it is immune to being blinded, deafened, and exhausted.
Okay.
But not charmed.
Yeah, didn't say not charmed.
It's a
Which
shame
one's
the charmed
this?
spells say humanoid.
Oh, plant monster.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Yes.
Alrighty, Christine. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, Christine.
I will do that right now. That is
You're
a
very good
big
at
number.
those.
That is
What's
a
a
big
succeed?
number.
Holy
So
shit!
That is
you're,
massive.
I got
You're
4
not
plus
blinded.
4 plus 3, so yes.
You're not blinded, you're not restrained, and you only take half damage.
You
Nice.
popped out of it.
No, I just hold on very strongly.
But Ed, you can tell me what the damage is.
It'll be 5 total damage.
Okay,
4 total
5?
damage. 4.
As you partially
And 2
crushed.
10 HP.
Nice. You're partially crushed by the plants as you pull out. You aren't suffocating. You can perceive around you, but you're inside of it still.
I don't think that really matters for me. Now with
Do you want to be not inside of it?
no, I think I'm fine where I am.
Never get this murder sandwich.
What I'm gonna do for my action is basically, with the similar lifestyle spells that I've been doing, I'm just gonna explode the magic around me with chains as almost attached to it on the inside. Chains of Suffering, 3rd level. I'm basically the puppet this thing.
Okay.
Ouch.
That's what it's gonna look like.
You're
gonna put a leash inside it?
Yeah, kinda.
That's
Plan. And I will give it disadvantage with my heightened spell for 3 sorcery points.
Okay.
So let's start off with. Did I put on the thing? I didn't actually give it grant disattack. Div save. My bad. I'm gonna roll on it twice because I actually don't have a thing. Tell me if one of them fails.
It fails.
Nice. It is then chained, but also 3d8 psychic.
It takes psychic damage.
It takes the damage.
Yeah, you deal some psychic damage. Is that your turn?
That is my action. Bonus action. I'm gonna see the first level slot. I'm gonna get back 2 sorcery points. Ooh, look at me. And that will be my turn.
All right.
At the end of your turn,
Mm-hmm.
the big person is going to use a legendary action,
How dare it?
as it is going to make just a single strike with one of its pseudopods at the only man it can see right now.
You're in
I mean,
the
it can see me if I can see it.
Actually, it can see you, so it'll strike at you then.
Thank you.
I can't
AJ,
forget
you wanna go
what
for it?
you
One
did.
second, I need to make her at the top.
Why not? I was going to roll d12s because you're rolling like shit.
I'm sorry, Mr. Six.
I was about to say.
That's not a 6 though. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Cool.
That's
I'm
a
gonna use my reaction to
24.
Basically half the damage and revert it to the plant.
Okay.
That's cool.
And psychic
so
damage.
you take
I'll just half it manually.
27 halved to 13.
Cool. So 13, 12, so 11. I would have been. Take off that 10.
Cool. So that's the legendary action.
And the plant monster also takes half of that.
Yep.
And that breaks the chains, doesn't it?
10, 20, is it 30? 30, so it's not broken.
Still up. Okay.
Yeah.
82.
Sylvie.
Alright, my shadows aren't working anymore, and I only have one more of these things. Do I use my flurry of blows, or do I use the shadow again? It honestly, fuck it. I'm just gonna get in close. Try
Okay.
and finish this thing off.
3 hit points and it still gets to go again.
I don't get advantage, do I? Because I can't.
I mean, you're
see.
flanking the inside and the outside. I'm just.
There's no advantage, no. But no advantage.
Well, that's unfortunate, but oh well.
I'll see a knife come through, like close to my nose, like, oh hi.
There is an enemy within 5 feet.
That's
I'd say 0
a
feet,
sneak
honestly.
attack.
That
That's definitely a
is
hit, though.
a hit.
So I do get the sneak attack, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's not restrained, so yes.
Thank goodness.
Hey, it's saved. You're welcome.
Haba.
I'm controlling it from the inside and just like pulsing magic
Puppeteering
through it.
Good hit, good hit.
And I'm going to use my last key point for a flurry of blows
Okay.
because I want to try and finish this thing, or at least bring it down a bit more. I'm going to have to go unarmed strike for this one because spectral strike won't work. That's a really shit roll.
What is command?
I'm assuming that misses.
That is a miss.
Yep. I'll go
Regurgitate
with my
the
last
stupid
one.
command.
Honestly, I should have just used my specials for my arms again.
Well, 21's a hit.
Yeah, yes. Ah, 1!
Alright.
Alright.
Damage out of 1 is still impressive.
Yeah,
It's
I
called
mean,
monk.
it would have been nicer if it had been like a 10 or the 9. Fuck it. I'm gonna stay in close because there's no point in me moving back at this point.
Okay.
Alright, so you're staying where you are?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It will.
Nice. That died.
Person. Will one of these pseudopods goes up and hits one of one of the big flowers nearby, and it.
You watch the glow
Heals.
in the flower fade away as it becomes a dull, like bluey black.
Fuck up. Yeah, alright.
And then it's going to turn its featureless head and look directly into the eyes of Akver as it says, "We don't need to fight, do we? And I need Akver to make this saving throw."
Hiya!
But what if we friend fight? Does that count
Fanatical
still?
focus.
That's a fail. So roll again.
Roll a
No,
wisdom
was it? It was a
save.
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
let's
that's more like it.
Arkva has no thoughts.
Oh.
You feel a magical effect wash over you, Arkva. A very powerful magical effect hits you, and it
Ish.
washes over your mind like a rock in a stream.
Can I make the argument his instincts took over?
Yeah, like whatever this is, like doesn't matter what. It's trying to compel you to do something, and no, your instincts say no.
That man
You just
costs
went from
gay.
creature to beast back to creature.
You want to be Geish, no. Geish
I
takes a
growling.
while. Alright. Plant monster. The plant monster will go ahead and just
What do you want to do?
slam the body within him, I think, first.
Which one?
The one that's already eaten.
I think both first.
He could do both. It is fair.
It has
It's only
two
fair.
hits. So
I don't even have a reaction.
Is this technically one attack?
No, it would
No.
still be a multi-attack.
Okay.
That is a miss. And on Xavier. And now on Kristen.
Thumbs up.
That is a hit.
I would like to
Fair.
cutting words.
Alright, roll your
Okay.
die.
Because it does say when the creature makes the attack.
It's trying to pull me back in.
Where is it? Click, and then I've just got to roll my d8.
Yep.
Oh, a 6, good roll.
6. It becomes a 11. So I guess it
Ooh.
misses.
does.
Wait for you to
Yes.
say it becomes a 27 still?
And its vines will crunch within on top of Xavier. Roll me a con save, Xavier.
He was being crushed by the plant thighs.
Nice.
Alright, you take
Oh.
16 damage as the vines
Oh.
start to crunch the armor around your body.
Damage.
Well, they're not
Not
modifiers.
counting
Right.
modifiers if there are.
Top of the order. Xavier.
You were still restrained.
That you could touch yourself.
I haven't done anything this
If he's restrained,
combat.
can he touch himself?
You can still attack. You just can't move.
The only thing you've done, Xavier, is help Christine break free.
That was useful.
That's all I've done, though. I
Hey,
haven't
help.
done anything. That's all I did. Just help.
And you were still inside the plant monster.
You've
and it's
soaked
still
up
crushing.
hit points.
You still have a turn. You can use your action to try and escape.
Then I won't do anything, though.
You can attempt to make an attack with disadvantage. Or cast a spell.
You know what? The only spell I can cast is a bonus action spell.
Okay.
I won't even help.
I'll save it from here.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna attack the person.
Yep. Aren't you strained? Oh no, you're on that end anyway. I thought he moved, but you can't.
If I could move, I'd move.
Makes sense.
No, I'm just saying you're on the correct side of the thing to attack it. So go ahead. It is a miss.
But you do give yourself one inspiration
You
point.
do get inspiration.
Less oof.
Let's go again.
Positive.
Still a miss.
Still a miss.
You attempt to slash at this thing on the inside, but you just can't get the leverage you need to cut it. It's like all these twisting vines and stuff.
I said, get the fuck out of here, Christine! As I'm gonna give you more fey gifts.
Well, you don't actually say that because you're struggling to breathe.
Yeah, you cannot breathe.
What's your constitution modifier, by the way, Xavier?
+2.
Okay, cool.
I'm fine.
You go.
I thought it'd be more.
All right.
Alright, so that's that.
Lair action.
Up to 6 for that.
Telling us to fuck off still?
You see as one of the flowers nearby rounds, like closes up on its own and spits out one of your favorite little
God.
magic friends.
I knew it!
Oh, did I actually roll? Oh wow.
I knew it!
I did not expect it to roll that.
No, not those ones.
I have to open up. I have to fucking screenshot this page now. God damn.
Hey, does our concentration spells come back, or are they just gone?
They're gone.
It is gone.
$10, bitch!
That's what I said.
No, you said the other way around. You said they'll come back.
No, I didn't.
I'll see.
I'm gonna check the
I
vault.
said they're gone for a round, like the whole round, not just a turn.
Anyway, Tara's turn.
So at the same time this happens, when these things appear, you notice Arkva, your sword re-glows. It starts to glow again.
Yeah, never mind.
See,
I
a
hate
round.
$10. Yeah, that's why I asked now, because it was a round past.
Yeah, but the spell effects are still gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
$5
Just the
each.
magical items that weren't working for a whole round are now up again.
$5 each.
Yeah, you take my 5, I'll give you my 5.
Wait,
Whatever way it works.
Sure.
Alright, AJ, I'm ready to start marking down spells.
Alright, Tara, your turn.
Alright, Tara
Oh,
will
no.
cast a...
You want to do this to the man? You saw what
I
he did
should.
before.
Yeah, that'll work. She's not half in the square, that's the rule, isn't it? Half the token's gotta be in for it to deal damage.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hit Christine
yeah.
there.
That's
Definitely hit Christine, will not hit Sylvie.
Will she hit me?
No.
No, you're outside of the square. But hey, Christine resists fire, I think.
That's not
No.
fireball, it doesn't go around corners.
wrong one.
I know.
It's always the wrong one in both campaigns.
We don't know. No, we do know they're in there. Well, that's how that would work. I don't think she would do
I
that.
poke out.
Let's move that off.
Well, that's no fun.
If you make necrotic damage, though, I mean, I'm just saying, I resist that. And radiant.
Now, if you're a normal tiefling, this would be so much easier.
Yeah, it would be. When has Christine ever been normal?
I'm a normal tiefling.
Yeah, let's do it this way. Instead, we'll cast a scorching ray
At.
at the plant monster. Plant monster is currently the one that's assaulting Christine, which I think is the only one she currently cares about.
Jackie.
We'll say 3rd level for an extra ray. Why not?
Good to know.
Technically, a 4th ray. 4 rays technically.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Good to know that won't work.
Ray damage.
where is
Trey low.
spelled there?
Pew.
So I'm just gonna roll all the to hits unless I roll an at 20 first.
Nope.
Nice.
Yep. Hit.
That's 1. That's 2.
Hit.
Nice. 19. Oh,
Hit.
It'd still be 19.
you should have 5 beans and gotten yourself a flush.
That's
Oh.
still in an order.
I like that.
That's still flush.
Oh no, if you got 5 beans, it would have been.
Okay, so
It's a straight, not a flush.
Yeah, you're right.
On your fucking toes.
I didn't want to correct myself because I don't want to be an idiot.
re-roll the 1. That's
Yep.
6 fire damage.
Reduced to 2.
Re-roll the 1.
So that's
11.
5.
That's good.
1, 2, 3, 1 more.
7.
Nice.
I think even
11.
with the resistances, that's still
16.
Good damage.
16 damage.
Who is she hitting?
The plant
the
monster.
plant monster.
14. Maybe a little bit less from rounding down, but still, that's pretty good.
I got to re-roll like 2 once.
Was
Yeah,
that
I'm
being
counting-
applied
I'm
properly
counting the total.
because
Oh
I
no,
wasn't
He- she-
rolling damage on
'cause-
it because of the re-roll 1's aspect, so
Okay,
you can then do
yes.
the math and then throw it
I've
out.
done the math for it, or
Alright, I was just wondering because now the person is listed as critical as well, so I wonder if it's been applying damage anyway.
It was because she's actually Terra herself is targeting the person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm still clicked on.
No, you're all good.
That's why I was like, who are they hitting? Because I thought I saw a girl.
Totally fair.
So now I have to actually do math. Alright, 4
Sorry,
plus
I tried
10.
to help.
No,
and
no,
it
it's
just
all
made
good.
it worse.
4 plus 10 plus
6 plus.
It'd only be the base damage to the person.
it doesn't auto roll the 6 and the 3, so it's 10 plus it'll be 28 damage.
28.
19%.
Minus 9 is 19, so it'll be this. Cool. Alright, it's all square.
Might be.
It's all good.
It's not a square.
No bonus action. That's turn.
Alright.
Alright, legendary action.
Mm.
It is going to lean down, and the pseudopods kind of like try to like reach towards you, Akva, as it goes, obey. And I need you to make the save again.
Alright.
Roll it onto a major.
Oh,
Look,
he's,
it's not like that. That is a fail.
Do it again.
yeah, you are now
Am I obeying?
you are now dominated.
Oh, my favorite spell.
And
Move curse.
you are
Remove curse.
dominated to go attack the fire one.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just making sure, because there's a red head too.
Hi.
Hey, feel free to extrapolate that from what you want, but this is domination. Not
Okay,
charm.
let me coin flip.
Yeah, it's not charm. You do what they intend.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tara, you're fucked. Tara's not
Oh.
here.
Where are we? Let me.
Not my turn again to counterspell even if I could.
Does AJ always make me attack Nim's characters?
Yeah, what?
There's a
It's not
reason for
wrong.
this.
Also say, no one out loud hears him say that. Akva, you hear that command in your head.
Awkward.
Okay.
But now it's
so
your turn, I
you.
believe.
Sorry, I'm quickly.
I'm just waiting for AJ.
Yeah, sorry. There's 2 effects, and I have to be like, okay. And you are this one. All right, go ahead, friendo.
Yeah, let's see. What was I doing? Sarah's in the way. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, the rest of you see Arkva almost
Charge over and go for
Yeah.
a punch.
like
Oh, shit.
turn away from the creature and goes to attack Terra.
And rules are rules as a barbarian.
I have an idea.
That is a miss.
X offhand.
You got 3 attacks, you're fine.
You hit.
Yeah, I'm doing this right in front of my turtle.
Why couldn't he hit me?
As Arkva runs up, swings, Terra is like, what are you doing? And then gut punch in the middle of that.
An extra attack.
Yep.
Man, she's gonna be traumatized.
Hit.
Let me just.
And then he grabs the horn and bring it down on the knee.
I can work. Fuck. There we go.
I have a plan.
I have a plan too, but you guys are gonna have to deal with yourselves.
That's fine. I might have a plan.
Hey Sam, your wisdom saves suck, right?
Yeah, it does.
You don't know that?
I have a plan.
I've travelled with you for how long? I think I know that.
I have 2
Barely
sorcery
suck
points and a
when they're
plan.
not around me.
You also would know my intelligence ain't great.
Okay, so I see this. Like,
Mhm.
okay, so we're dealing with more charm BS. One thing I know about Jakuva though is that he's fast.
Mhm.
So I don't know if this is gonna even keep him away for long. He already had his turn, spend turn, come back. I don't know if Dissonant Whispers to make him run away is worth it.
Dimension know me, bitch.
Don't have that. That's a
You have to be
4th
willing.
Spell.
And he'd go with you.
The other one, I can't remember what it is.
Vortex Warp?
Yeah. That one. That's a good one. Oh, why do this? Why?
I want to point out I haven't been
Old
damaged either,
person.
so
It's pretty healthy.
I wonder if it's worth getting Bane back up then. And have him baned.
That'll stop the attacks a little bit.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I mean, if you're gonna cast Bane anyway, like it's still 3 targets, and you've got 2 other ones.
No,
like-
I have a better idea. I turn to Terra, and I cast. Oh, is that too metagamey? I don't want it to be.
What are you thinking?
Make her invisible. Because
I don't
we
think
know
that's
our way around a fair decent amount of charms,
Yeah,
and we know there
are
is specific instruction. She was right at the back, passing both you and myself.
We also don't
could
know if you
assume
can.
that
We also don't
maybe
know if
he's
like.
going for her.
We also don't know if the target.
Yeah,
shift
you
anyway.
can assume in any way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
That's-
don't want to be an
It's
asshole.
not. It's really not metagamey.
It's
If like
not.
you could
I don't think
assume
it's
you're
metagamey.
you're smart enough to understand that he went for someone. Yeah, your logic is sound. If you want to assume that, you can assume that.
by this point you should know how to handle me.
I will burn second.
Don't worry, I know how to handle you, buddy.
And
Yeah,
I will
flexible
make
stone
Terra
block.
invisible.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action inspire Sylvie. Yes.
Thank
Tick.
I actually have a bardic inspiration on me already, so now
It's
I have 2
probably
apparently.
gone.
I was gonna
I will
say,
move
yeah, that was
step
from
closer.
last session, so.
Well, has it been longer than 10 minutes between fights?
Oh, yeah, I'd say so.
Probably.
Yeah,
Then it's probably gone.
I'll delete one.
Now I have one.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready. I've now squared up to the kitty.
Okay.
Hi.
Throw it up.
That is my turn.
Christine up.
Got an interesting idea, and I want to see if
Bad
it
idea.
works. Because
Mhm.
I don't know what Charm Be Charm does half the time, but we're about to find out. So I am going to yell out Arkvor's name, try to make him
Mhm.
turn roughly in my direction. As
Oh, you're still inside of it, aren't you?
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think
but I
you
can,
can see what's going
I
on.
can see. I can. I've
Yeah, make
succeeded.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you want me to do it again? That's fine.
Well, you're still inside of it.
Yeah, of course. I didn't do it last time, so I don't know.
Okay, cool. It wraps its vines around you and pulls you into it. You are now blinded, restrained, and suffocating.
See?
And
Do you want me to roll one more time because I didn't do it last turn because you didn't ask?
No, because last turn you broke free of it.
It's only
You've been
been
in there for
this
one
is
full round.
this is one round.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
You've only done that fucking
Were
murder
you given the
sandwich
help
with
action
me.
by Dimitri again as well?
I did have the help action actually. Yes.
Alright, then yeah, you
To
roll
escape though.
I'd still. I'm gonna give it to it. Just
Up to you.
because.
It's a mental saving throw. Oh no, it's a con. Yeah, you could.
It's con.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's on the next roll that they make.
Okay, you succeed.
So,
Alright.
23. Okay. Do I still take damage?
Okay. Now, you take half damage.
You take
It's gonna go to my temp anyway.
8.
So there goes on my temp and an extra 2 here. Cool.
Does the chain break?
I'm not using my reaction to do it. It's based on reaction, how much I give to it. I do need to make another con save though.
Mm-hmm.
Chain's still up.
Nice. Would have been better on an inflict wounds.
not that it can fail, but so yeah, I'm gonna continue with what I was doing. I'll yell out to Arkvor to get his rough attention in any way, and as soon as like the eyes lock for a split second, your lilac colors glow brighter than ever. I'm casting the Lure of the Succubus.
Mm-hmm.
Lure of the Succubus. It is a Wisdom saving for Autumn.
Can I choose to fail that knowingly? It's not.
Don't know.
My target's disappeared technically, so
No, I'll say you cannot choose to willingly fail this.
It's a
just one
pretty
person.
powerful spell, Dominate.
I also targeted the plant monster. Ignore
Well,
that one.
you fail anyway.
Alright, well, he still fails.
Yep.
What command are you giving him?
I'm basically commanding him to stay still, stop doing what you're doing, and get a grip.
Roll
Just,
me.
like, see, yeah, I'm seeing what comes next.
Roll me a d20 into the tower.
Cool.
Darren, you do it as well.
I'm gonna lose the
You
Darian.
sure you want Darian to roll that?
No, I'm gonna lose them.
In your head, as she's saying these things, you're hearing, "Ignore her. She's wrong. In fact, attack her next.
As a bonus action, since the charm still technically places hold, I would like to drop that charm effect. And
Which lets you roll on the table.
I don't think it does say to roll the
Oh,
table.
damn.
Sadly, no. I just get two. You want me to? I can. Got
Oh,
two
yeah.
uses. I'm going to drop that charm effect, as I'm going to use a new ability that I haven't actually had a chance to use because there's been no humanoid creatures. As I use a Channel Infernity Heartbreaker to stun the creature for a round.
Go ahead.
So yeah,
Until the
you
start of my
drop-
next turn.
You break the effects. So Aqua, you get this wave of energy saying ignore her, and then at the same moment, you feel that like compulsion that was in your mind that was like Christine telling you to stay still. That like pulses and breaks, and you are stunned for a round.
And as that happens, I immediately turn back with just great grin, like towards the creature. I tried.
It's blank. It's like mouthless
Yeah, I
form.
know.
Just looks at you. Not
I
really.
know. I don't need to know what it feels. It should just know how I feel.
Yeah.
I would
And
like
that-
to point out that I love the name Channel Infernity.
That was
great,
their
right?
idea. That is action, bonus action. Moving isn't escaping. It's an action, right?
You can.
No,
You
you're not
can
restrained.
leave.
You can
Yeah.
move.
You're, the only one restrained is me, but
That's why you have made the save because you stood. You stuck in it. You didn't
No,
move
no,
out of
no,
the square.
no. I didn't know if it was an action to break out or not.
You
You broke out.
You broke out.
You've never been. Yeah.
Oh.
You're just in its body for some reason.
Yeah. It's like
get
Oh
now.
no, the reason why I stayed in last time because I wanted resistance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
reaction, all that bullshit. I'd like to move, but I can't move myself out, so put me up one square.
You should be able to click your token up.
It was very hard.
You got arrow keys.
Alright, so you're moving one square.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Alright, so you
No, I need
step
to
up
see
there.
where I am
Ayo.
first.
Okay.
I need to see where I am, like, entirely first. And then I'm gonna end my turn. Just because you
Yeah.
said that.
Okay, so you're ending a turn there.
Yeah.
Alright,
Thanks,
as you
Karen.
step up, the big gooey boy is going to make a swipe at you.
I hope it hits.
As its reaction is to strike at you, stepping out of its. Are you out of its range?
I'm 5
No,
feet.
you're still within its range.
Yeah,
Never mind.
that's why I didn't leave its range. I didn't want to get into range of the other one.
Then it's Sylvie's turn.
I don't want to get into the range of the other one.
Been into the range of the other one, but alright.
The person? Yeah, that falls onto the right.
Alright, I mean, like, on my angle, but anyway. Alright, let me see, what can I do? I could go down there, but that would be like 3 things in hitting range, but fuck it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be able to hit this thing.
Magic man.
Actually, you know what? No, fuck that, because I just like asking for it.
You seen the little boy, didn't you?
I have seen the. I don't care about the little boy. I care about the person. I don't want to go up to that thing and get freaking dominated.
Magic man.
I'm just gonna hit it and just not get the advantage.
Alright. You hit?
It doesn't matter anyway.
You hit, yeah.
I have a person within 5 feet of it that is friendly.
Yes.
Hi. And up to him.
That's a really crappy roll.
You deal
That is a
13
bad roll.
damage.
I am going to wails from the grave
Mm-hmm.
and hit the person.
Go ahead.
Hey, I like that.
Good roll.
Ooh, it did something.
It has a concentration check.
Ooh. Did it fail?
No.
Magic,
Damn.
magic missile.
Alright, and I'm gonna bonus action strike it as well.
God, imagine it failed a concentration check on a freaking dominate person to a 6 damage roll.
That'd be
You hit?
awesome.
I mean, now's the round to fail it.
Hey, I rolled a 2. That's alright. How is this thing still up?
Because it
Plant.
is. It's a plant.
Damn plants.
It's a thick boy.
Alrighty. I'm going to move up here. And that is my turn.
Okay. Big man's.
Big
The
magic
it seems to go up. The roots like shift it forward, as it can go.
I don't like how clomped we are.
What do you mean? It's perfect fireball range.
No, it'll
This is
go
the wizard's dream.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can't
That's
Going to attack it.
go ahead.
You are. Actually, no. You can sense it because of your bloody ability.
Whack.
Okay, hang on. Just let me get. Stop targeting people.
No.
Stop. Me. Stop targeting. Yeah. Good. Target person
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Yep, because you are restrained.
Yeah, I know. Whack.
That is a hit.
It's actually a hit, yeah.
Let me read us something.
It's a reaction. I don't think you can drop a smite on it. It's
When you hit with a melee weapon.
Yeah, you can
you can smite.
smite if you want.
Use a stealth
Biggity.
smite.
Yeah, I'm a biggity
Mind
biggity.
Shadow.
do it. You got one slot left. I'm pretty sure you might as well use it.
Yeah. Bang.
You deal damage. It's concentration. It's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured.
And then it's gonna smack and smack. Smack on Christine. It actually has advantage.
Go again.
Yeah. That hits.
Cool. I'm gonna reaction. Divert some damage over the plant monster.
Alright.
If you're taking more damage, I would have done the thing.
Beautiful.
That's
I love seeing
ouch.
that number.
You take. Well, are you going
I have
to?
a reaction, I guess.
No, but is Osiris going to?
No,
No?
no.
Alright.
I'll hold it for in case of emergency.
You take 9.
Total? Okay.
Yep.
And you throw 9
13.
towards the plant monster.
And then the
was a bad roll.
chains break.
It took 18 then total. Chains break.
Ah.
That's up.
Slam on Sylvie.
Why can't I take it
fine.
off the creature? That's annoying. Alright, whatever.
That
Because
hits.
you put the concentration on the plant.
I did. didn't
Sylvie, you take 20.
Ow.
Some of it's partially resisted. And then it will stare at you, Sylvie. There's a pseudopod. Actually, can't do that. I'll have to. No, we can. I'll go for you.
Oh god, you make Sylvie do that? She's never gonna fail that.
Actually,
Who knows?
actually, Christine has been a pain.
I have been.
I've just been attacking plant.
17.
That
That's a fail.
is a fail.
Oh shit.
That's
And you take.
17's a fail.
And you take.
Oh.
You take 49 psychic damage as one of the pseudopods lands on your head, encapsulates the top, and you can see as if like it's pulsing all the way back to the main body.
49 out of 54 total that I would have.
Shit.
Holy shit.
So she collapses to the ground unconscious, and yeah,
Shit.
It'll
I
then
don't know who
bonus
does
action,
that.
grab a flower,
How'd you do? You heal those d12s.
eat up a little bit. As it's the Echo's turn.
and the echo, you see it like floats a bit across, and then pulses as 4 globules of flame appear in the air and go doo, 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 doo. One at each of you up the rope there. So one at Terra, Osiris, Akfa, and Sylvie.
Can't
'Cause it
see
can't-
Terra, she's invisible.
Oh, it can't see Terra. Okay, then one at 2 at Osiris, 1 at Akfa, and 1 at Sylvie. Because it can't see Xavier.
Like how you target B twice because I'm concentrating. It's great.
Yeah.
You're the one who put it out, and she's unconscious.
You're right.
Funny that way.
So if you're going to go Terra, make 4 attack rolls with what's the spell? Scorching Ray, 1 on each of you. Well, 2 of you and 1 on each of them.
Oh, you want me to?
Well, I don't have Terra sheet.
It's your spell.
And it
Or
uses
her
the
spell.
attack. It uses the stats of the person who originally casted it.
Scorching ray. Okay, so I gotta roll to attack.
Yep.
That's with her bonuses and everything.
Yep.
Yikes.
Hit me.
Oh,
That's without the advantage because she's invisible. And the first one was an 8 plus 8,
So
16
8
misses.
Yep, misses. Second shot.
what are you writing?
Wait, why is my AC 16? It should be 17.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, total's AC is 17, not 16.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh wait, no,
misses.
that's Terra sheet. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, not good.
I made the exact same mistake.
Alright, that's 1 against me. Do you want to have the second roll against me so it hits?
And just do both of your damage first.
Ah,
yeah.
sure. If you want to do it that way, it's simpler.
Alright, so I will take some damage.
Oh,
Thanks.
Oh, you can use absorb element.
But you succeed.
you don't resolve the elements?
Oh, I could use absorb elements. You know what? You're right.
Go for it. Why not?
Yeah,
First
I'll
level.
use absorb elements.
Dude, take half that damage.
What, reduce it to 5 so I take 6 off?
You
Yep.
take 5 damage.
Okay, so that.
And you're
puts me
also
back
now
to-
resistant till the beginning of your next turn?
Did you already do that? Oh no, because
No.
I had temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, now I gotta do math.
You get what,
You had
temp
6,
HP?
so you'd
I would
take
have-
no damage.
Yeah, so I still have the 1 temp HP, or am I taking the 6?
You'd
you
have
still
one.
want it.
You'd have one
Okay.
temp HP.
Oh no, that's a number 2. Hang on. Okay, cool. So I now have that. I have no reaction. That's
And
fine.
you're now resistant until the beginning of next turn to fire damage. So the second attack actually will be resistant if it hits.
That was the second attack.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
No, it was just she rolled double, so one was
Oh.
each attack.
I didn't see. Sorry.
So then instead, because they're all going to be at advantage, I'm just going to roll on +8. Excuse me. Again. Let's do that. 6
Oh.
plus 8. I assume that misses Sylvie because that's who I was.
Yep.
What was that? 6 plus 8. Yeah, for
14.
sure. She's got an AC of 18.
Okay, and then Cat.
I don't think I can
Also
dodge,
misses.
honestly. Kind of
Well,
stunned.
No,
on
You-
he's stunned,
you
so
roll
you
the-
have advantage.
So
Yeah.
advantage.
He is
Just
done.
still miss.
That hits.
Alright, so you take this bop.
This is the reverse around way of helping you. I'm sorry.
Actually, it keeps my rage going, so I don't care.
I'll
Uh,
Okay.
keep your bitch going.
You know, Christine, you're lucky that you stunned him, because you'd be dead.
I would be.
Okay, so is that all the attacks?
I think so. That's 2 on me, 1 on Jakuba, 1 on Sylvie.
Yeah, cool. So that is the 4 attacks. That's the
roll the wisdom saving throw again, Jacobo.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright,
Still,
still dominated.
Oh, should you have rolled 4 when I did? No, I did invisible instead. Never mind.
Yeah.
There's so many thoughts.
there's a lot of shit going on at once. That's the Echo's turn.
Alright. The plant monster
This is one of my more complicated
is
fights.
going to
Yes, whack at Sylvie.
slam Sylvie,
Well, one at Sylvie, one at Xavier inside it.
Xavier inside it. That's a miss, and then the engulf and Xavier. Con save Xavier, buddy.
I'll say technically the engulf's meant to happen at the start of Xavier's turn. It doesn't matter though, because his turn is
Yep.
next.
Yep.
But he succeeds, which means at the start of your turn, Xavier, you're going to break
That's
out of
why I
the
was
engulf.
Okay.
You still take half damage though.
Yeah, you do take 5. 7.
But
7.
you break free of the vines and you're no longer restrained or blinded, and this is good because this is your final round of oxygen that you now don't have to worry about.
Yep.
It's your turn.
I'd like. Yeah, I got arrow keys. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. That's actually 2, 3, 4, 'cause it's the half movement. It doesn't matter, you're still there.
I could move diagonally. And still
What I'm
be
saying
there.
is it's double movement to move out of the plant monster. Alright, you're in a good spot. What are you doing?
This is like a wizard's lightning bolt dream.
I know, right? It's a great line down.
Like,
At the right angle, you could hit at least 5 people.
and that's what makes me think, fuck, I really like lightning bolt.
Well,
I'm going to attack person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could. I'm debating whether or not to get Christine up, but
You do you, man.
if I
Hit.
crit on 19s, no.
The dominate person is removed from Arkvur.
That's strong.
That's a good one, and I'm not going to target you anymore. And I'm going to get rid of the. I'm going to start trimming a hedge.
Honestly, based action.
Miss.
11 misses.
Not a based
Are you
attack,
sure
though.
about that? I can see 5 people.
Does that affect attack rolls?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. You
Yeah,
can do
that
that
is
if you want.
Does an unconscious person count?
How many times
4.
a day do you get to use Fortune Enemy?
3.
That's awesome. God, I love that ability.
You hit.
Honestly, he only needs a +4, and he has 4.
Did you say you crit on 19?
Does he
Wait,
though?
only.
No,
No.
hit only.
Can't
If I
see.
could.
Dead.
Wait, he doesn't have a +4. He only has a +3. Christine's unconscious, and Terra's invisible. So he gets a +3, which is a 14, which does not hit.
Oh, I accidentally.
Damn.
A number of allies you can see.
Yeah, you say Christine's unconscious. I don't think she can.
No,
Oh, no,
it's just
okay, you know what?
me.
You're right. She's an ally. You can see her. So it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, you're still right.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's-
you didn't he didn't see what the fuck you just did, so.
Yeah, you're completely blind.
Just checking.
All right, so Xavier, you smash the plant into nothingness. Well, into a giant pile of plant.
Yeah.
It stays. It's a huge mound of vine stuff that slumps to the ground as the vines stop whipping around and flailing. Is that your turn?
Alright. While Christine is lying unconscious on the floor, don't you fucking die on me! Jesus Christ!
Who?
Christine.
No, I mean, who's Jesus Christ?
Oh yeah.
Have you not heard of it?
He's this new age guy.
No.
Anything
He's
else?
one of the- he's-
Oh,
he's
it's
like-
just it's person's name. That's who he is. It's Jesus.
Anything else?
Yeah. You can have 6 temporary.
Do you not need to be awake to take the temp
No.
HP?
It's a help act. Can you help it,
It's the
corpse?
help action.
I don't. It's
I
technically
define you can't help
it's
a corpse.
technically a body. Whatever. If he wants to do it,
Bleeding out, body.
it won't. It will still be bleeding out. It's not doing anything. Yeah. Lair action. What have we got? We got 1, 2, 3,
Does
4.
action help with? No.
All right.
I think he gets the benefit of the help action. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, how? What am I doing to help?
As Xavier, you stand up, a cacophony of loud sounds enters your brain. You succumb to it, and you're under the effect of the confusion spell until initiative
No,
count
no.
20.
No, I'm not.
That's his
Ooh.
excuse.
Reaction to this?
Didn't you have I think that's your 4th one though.
That's my 3rd one.
Are
One
you
didn't
sure?
count.
1 didn't count because I couldn't see anything.
Okay.
No, these not reactions.
Hey,
This is-
hobgoblins are busted.
Was that not just a Wait, didn't you? Okay. Did you not just use the reaction on your turn?
I don't think it's a reaction.
It's
Yeah.
not.
No, alright then. Go ahead.
Hobgoblins are
Hobgoblins are
busted,
busted.
apparently.
Yeah,
Which is
alright.
Which is BS.
Yeah, I fucking love hobgoblins. This is why.
You're weird.
Yeah, alright. Terra's turn. She's invisible.
Okay. So
Would she attack the cat back?
that's what I'm thinking, but also Christine is down.
And the big down.
That's a
Yeah.
BS ability.
A big down.
What abilities BS? They're fortunate many.
It's no
absolutely.
reaction.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's nothing.
It should be.
It's not.
Feels like it should be.
It's the same as Stone's Endurance. At least Stone's Endurance has the reaction tag onto it.
Alright, but yeah. So what are you gonna do with Terra?
Healing spells to just the healing word, cure wounds, or the big heal.
The big heal.
The baby?
The big heal.
Don't kick the bed.
Nah, I don't think that's worth. Should keep that. Terra will spend.
Mega heal.
can cantrip bonus action, right? So what we'll do is we'll at Arkva, because I feel like she's petty like that, cast Produce Flame.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage.
Yes, has advantage. We'll still say she has advantage, I think.
If she's not attack invisible, she should be.
Just in case.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, it means she would have done more damage than the enemy has.
It is
She
quote
did.
unquote a range attack, so she'll move 5 feet away, so doesn't have disadvantage. And eats a flame.
Does that drop the invisibility?
21 hits.
Yes.
Yes, does drop the invisibility.
She reappears.
Take this.
Yikes.
9. So you watch as the fire hits this creature, this like weird grey amorphous blob.
No, it
No, it
hits
hits
up.
It
Arkva.
hits Arkva.
Oh, it's Arkva.
Yeah,
My apologies.
Because she's petty.
You see as it
You
hits
know
this
that he's
weird
stayed.
white
Yeah.
furred abomination.
you called up
You
for
hit
it.
this weird white abomination. Yeah, he and you also did the damage to the person again.
Yeah, because you're targeting it.
Oh, because I didn't. Yeah.
No, it was to Aqua.
No, but it's still what person targeted.
But did it
Yeah, but
do?
I think did I roll on him? I don't know.
You rolled.
It'll say it on AJ's end.
Yeah, Asia will.
It's fine. It's targeting Arkva. It's all good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's action, cantrip. Then bonus action, healing word to get Christine up.
Mm-hmm.
I could take my chances with a d20.
Get some of the good heal.
Yum.
And I assume Terra looks severely pissed at Arkva more than person.
No
Fair
one
enough.
maybe.
That is Terra's turn.
Aqua, that's not being you.
That's it's Arkva's turn.
You don't get a turn. It's my
I-
turn again.
You know he is stunned.
Not allowed.
I'm going
He
to
was
go
stunned.
That
Is
is
there a legendary action in between Aqua's turn and Osiris?
Oh yeah, it has legendary action, so
Yeah.
forget.
Shut up, Dimitri.
To be fair, I was gonna say the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
no,
My
it's
apologies.
totally.
Okay, legendary action. You guys
Oh.
all see as it raises up and stretches its body out to this weird amorphous like length, and a flurry of lights and color blast out from its body. And I need every single person.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So that's
not
everyone,
fairy fire.
everyone except Xavier, I guess, would probably be
Yep.
best. You all need to make the saving throw, which I will drop on you.
Is it also wisdom?
Oh no.
This is not
No,
very
no, no,
nice.
no, no, no,
Is it a deck
no.
save?
No, it's not. It's a wisdom save. Okay.
Is this counter spell level?
if
Oh,
you
can
want
try.
to.
I can't.
Awesome. That's a fail, a fail, 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 and a succeed for Terra.
Would you say this is a mind altering effect?
No,
Uh,
it is a charm effect,
I-
though.
Would like to roll my bardic inspiration if that's okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
absolutely. It's a D8, right?
Yep. That's a 1!
Oh, well.
Pretty sure
I-
I was alright from some.
I would like to cry.
That's a nice hypnotic pattern you got there, buddy.
Yeah.
It is hypnotic pattern. It's for
It's a
being
great
now
spell.
incapacitated.
You're all incapacitated as you like get up from the thing and immediately get blinded. You just hear in your voice, "Poor Zava, losing her daughter only after meeting her again."
Oh.
Also, roll it.
Thank you. Hey, if
Roll
this does
something that
damage,
kills it.
if this does damage, I'm just saying.
So
Oh.
close.
Uh
Alrighty. So at the start of your next turn, you're gonna start rolling.
oh.
Anyway, Cyrus, you're incapacitated.
I'm incapacitated.
Yes.
You're staring
Yeah.
at cross-face colours. That's your turn.
I assume it's too late for me to say I would like to use my inspiration.
Oh,
Uh,
no, you can use your inspiration now to reroll your save. I'll let that
yeah.
happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it end the turn save anyway?
You still.
I meant beforehand because there was a lot
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
on. And
yeah.
then-
Go
Of
ahead.
course, of course.
Right.
And it's also a you still have bonus actions available.
Oh, cool.
So feel free to make an
And
wisdom
movement.
save.
Technically, I think your speed is 0 though.
Wisdom saving throw.
You
With-
get movement, but you can't move.
With hypnotic pattern,
Come on.
Even me.
Big money, no whammies. I assume
That is a fail.
it is a fail.
You can't burn bardic inspiration on yourself yet.
No,
No,
that's
That's
a
level 14.
14th ability.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're still incapacitated. So bonus actions only.
Yes, you can't
You
move.
have bonus action.
Your speed is
I
0.
will-
I mean, I guess this is better than.
What a
nothing.
happy man.
We all failed, didn't we?
No, Terra's fine.
Terra's fine.
And Xavier.
And Xavier wasn't in range.
And Christine's about to have fun.
But you're incapacitated, so you can't do anything.
If I hurt myself, then I become incapacitated.
I will bardic inspiration. Let's say Xavier. He'll probably go swinging for the fence.
Okay.
Alright.
I fight through the pretty colors.
So,
Alright.
Christine?
Christine, roll on your table.
Hi, 50 or below.
You're still prone though.
That's one.
Nice.
You can cast
great.
Detect Thoughts on someone.
Yeah, sure, just do it on person. Fuck it.
As you cast Detect Thoughts on person, all your memories,
There, man.
all your memories are surface level thoughts.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
So
But I
you currently are experiencing some weird situations. You just woke up here. You don't remember most of what just happened because it ate your memories.
Oh my god. Can I go dive deeper to get my
well-
memories back?
I think it's an action on a following turn.
I don't have the spell.
No, I think
Oh.
you can do it on the same turn.
Well, I'll say she can't use an action or a bonus action or a reaction.
Yeah.
So she has
Right.
the spellcaster's the ability, but she can't actually do anything with it.
Damn it.
So you have
I
a
get-
bonus action.
Cool. I do indeed have a bonus action.
Yes,
Spiritual weapon's a bonus action.
it is.
I'm just gonna like half days. I can't get up because I have no movement speed.
Mhm.
I'm just going to like almost try to like summon the weapon as like a standing thing. Can't stand, and then just throw it out.
Yep.
As my second level. Boop. Where are you? There you are.
You can make an attack. Is this a bonus action attack?
Yes.
Ah, yes, cool. Spiritual weapon. Good spell.
As you
Too good of a spell.
throw out your spiritual weapon, you have an Akira moment.
17.
As there is a
Take one.
pang of like, how do I cast this spell? It still hits, but
I imagine it's one of those things where it's like, it's only because of those surface faults that I remember, like, especially recently seeing Court, remembering the sword, remembering that I can do something like this. Like, it's like connecting those dots to be like, it's slowly coming back, maybe, and then just doing that.
yeah, roll those bones.
And I roll those bones.
You do bone damage, and you're all fine. As the incapacitated is gone.
Oh, thank God.
You
Wow,
couldn't have
that's
done that before my turn.
No. Just roll a 12 on initiative next time.
She comes after you see.
Should have just hellish rebuke.
It is now. Oh
Bonus of an action?
no, I think with that
Okay.
it's Sylvia's turn.
That would
You
be
know what?
hilarious.
Fair, but I thought I'd try.
You do not bite the hand that feeds.
Damn it!
You are inspired bardically, by the way.
She used it already.
I
Use it.
used it.
Oh,
I
rip.
tried to use it to like avoid the thing. That's okay.
You
Oh
just
yeah,
got
also
it.
I'm still prone.
Yeah,
I
you're
will.
you're
Yeah,
prone.
you didn't get up.
Not one prone, two prone. Now one prone.
You hit.
I'm a sneak.
Go ahead.
Sneakily punch. Come on.
As you punch, you strike at it.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Alright.
Terrified.
Big man on the block.
Big man on campus recharges his big boy ability.
Please.
However,
So, bonus action. You watch as this big, like, stretched out form. It like contorts and bends over like a big orb, and then it bursts outwards as falling out of its body. You see a large flower creature.
Again.
Another one.
Yeah. So
let me just add it real quick.
yep, adding it back. Yeah, popping out of its own. It like forms this huge orb and then like pulses a bit and then almost like pops from one side as the giant mound of shambling flowers and vines pulls its way out of its body.
I haven't had lunch anyway.
Yeah.
I need to watch Akira.
And then
Akira.
then the big grey person disappears in a flash of purple light.
Counterspell.
If you want it.
I don't have a first level slot.
It was a spell cast, yes.
It was definitely a spell cast.
Do I recognize the spell that's cast?
Make an Arcana check.
It is the Echo's turn now, however.
It casts Dimension Door.
Oh god.
Oh.
Fucking
For
everywhere.
fuck's sake.
So it
not-
teleported somewhere, but didn't
Not
teleport
anywhere.
all that far.
500 feet.
You have to see the place for that one.
It could also just be like 4 squares over.
Yeah, it did do that last time.
Echo's turn.
Oh god, AJ, we have so many options.
We do.
I think
Uh
the funniest one is probably spiritual weaponing.
Yeah?
I don't know who though, but pick a person, AJ. It's up to you.
Do it.
Let's go with...
Plant.
Plant's not there no more.
No, the
1,
plant
2,
monster.
3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go against Xavier then. Spiritual weapon. Roll out his bones, Christine on Xavier.
That's fair. If it makes you feel any better, technically I would have forgotten all this happening, so I would never have known that thing could do
You see as a spectral person rises out of the ground next to Xavier and slaps him. Without
It's
the
not
-4 and the dice, it's still a
Miss.
miss.
Still misses.
16, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
That's that, and then what else is cast? A healing word. So
On me?
let's roll them bones again.
You shouldn't have.
It might. Don't ask questions, essay.
What's the healing word though?
Its healing word is as Akva heals the
Oh.
healing word.
Huh?
So
Yeah,
ro-
but-
You're healed.
roll a healing word on Akva.
You think we should deal with that guy?
Maybe a little. And then a produce flame on.
Oh, it's already action bonus action.
Is it? Does it not just cast all the spells?
No, that's
That's
if
on
it dies.
explode.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
yeah, that's his turn. Top of the order is Xavier.
Give her a bully it to death.
Did you roll me though?
Xavier, what's your passive perception?
No.
10.
Alright, never mind.
I can still see invisible things though up to a range
Yeah,
of
it's
10
fine.
feet.
Cool.
I also cannot be surprised.
That's
so-
fine.
That's neat.
Got some pent up aggression.
Just a little.
I don't like you.
That's not nice. He likes you.
He just got here.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
thinks
miss.
you're delicious.
I'm using that.
That's a
The
hit.
hit.
You
Your-
stab into this floppy, this thing's it's green. It's still green like a plant, but when you stab into it, its form kind of bends, almost like it's not made of vines. But yeah, you definitely hit it.
That's 2 hits. Anything else? Initiative count 20. You all hear once more. He implores you to leave.
And
And-
there's another pulse of this energy that only no one can really detect this time, as every spell effect goes away again.
I don't think any is active
No!
that
Only
I
the
can
spiritual weapon
see.
disappears,
Yeah,
that's
the
about
spiritual weapon and the sword dulls once more.
Actually, I have a question.
Does it
Mm-mm.
cause the echo to disappear?
That was the one. I think.
Oh.
AJ.
I would love for it to not, because those were some spells.
But that'd be funny.
Yeah. As
So you watch as this pulse happens, the spells all disappear, and the echo, which is still standing atop the flower, just gets sucked back inside the flower.
Oh.
The flower
Neat.
starts to glow again, but none of those cataclysmic spell effects happen.
Oh my lord.
But next turn.
oh, actually, the plant monster
Oh, no,
turn. It's different.
Yeah, no, that's a different thing.
Okay, I thought it was the spell. But yeah, I mean, it's Terra's turn. I skipped by accident once more.
How dare
What's Terra's passive perception?
Terra's passive perception is like, fuck it. Oh, no. No, that's mine.
18.
18.
Oh, Terra can clearly see a thin line of what looks like slime from the plant monsters just shooting straight up into the air.
Directly above it.
Yeah, and she follows the line, and she sees clinging to the roof above you all is this like slime ooze person.
What's with you with casting dimension to go like 30 feet?
This is its home. Why would it leave?
Yeah, but
Twice.
it needed to take its friends with it.
You came here.
So yeah, it's clinging to the roof above you all.
Yes. Interesting. Okay, so here's...
Like 5 years have passed and it's still
So-
30 feet.
Just to double check, directly above the monster.
Like here, but
Yeah.
like on the
Okay.
ceiling.
So this could be a 2-for-1 deal.
Oh,
Because Moonbeam,
It's a 20-foot high cylinder, isn't it?
40 foot.
yeah.
40
it's
foot. Yeah,
high.
then we get both of them.
Okay.
But I believe Moonbeam activates on their turn, so you can cast it, and then on their turn it will go off.
First time entering
Like
as well.
that.
Or is that the other one?
I don't remember.
I'm not
Moonbeam
using
is-
Moonbeam because it's too confusing. Let's
When a
use
creature
I'll
enters
say-
the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yeah, so on their turn it'll activate the effect.
might still be worth doing it. Yeah, alright, we'll do that then.
Okay.
The only reason why
Basically
that
passive damage.
yeah, the only reason why that caveat is there is to stop double damage from happening.
Yes.
I'm not even...
That's good. We can say it's there on top of the two of them.
Yep. How does this spell fucking work? Alright. Con save.
Well, you leave it for now.
Yes,
Yeah,
right,
you-
leave it for now.
yeah.
Nothing
Alright.
happens.
When their turn starts. they
Well,
take damage.
now do it because it's his turn.
And now it's the plant monster.
Okay. Okay, plant boy. Ready to make a constitution saving throw.
And the next turn, the person.
I think it'll be really neat of you guys to just cast lightning on this thing that hits. Just
Yeah.
real neat.
No, don't.
No, do it. It's real fun.
No.
We're not casting
Nah, man.
lightning on the shambling, man. We learned our lesson.
I've learnt my lesson.
I've learnt my lesson from Lirio.
Did you say it
He fails. Roll damage.
fails?
Either way, it takes half anyway.
Takes 10.
Take 10 damage.
Is it a shape changer?
No.
Mm.
His turn though.
Is the,
Gotta ask
is
questions.
the ooze a shape changer?
Mm.
That's really a hard question to answer.
Oh no!
Hi
Get
guys.
off me!
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Hi guys, burgers and fries.
Do you want a con save, was it?
Yeah, it's gonna do a 1-2 whack, one at Xavier, one at Sylvie, and it's gonna make both Xavier and Christine make con saves.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not gonna whack me. That's nice of him.
That misses you. Let's go for the Xavier whack. That also misses. And now the saving throws from the two of you.
Cool.
It's a pass and a pass.
A pass and pass.
Lamau.
Akfa, your turn.
Yeah, I can do things now.
You can't.
Did my rage end?
Uh,
It would not have.
You've been
Thanks.
repeatedly hit, my friend.
You're welcome.
Don't we still take half?
I
true. Oh, yeah, you're
sorry,
right.
little one. And I am going to, as I move over this way, do the punch
Mm-hmm.
I
recklessly.
assume in turn she sticks her tongue out and like pulls the bottom of her eye down, you know, like that typical thing?
I
The
don't
Japanese FU
Yeah, that thing.
So punch
miss.
this. Off the hand punch.
Hit.
That's a hit.
Cool. That one would be with that one. And then spinning extra attack, toss spear at roof,
Okay.
which is a regular throwing. So
You'll
How
have
much do you want?
disadvantage though because you're in melee.
yeah,
But you're reckless, so.
no, it
That'll be-
doesn't work.
Yeah, it's
on
only a melee attack though.
Oh, right, yeah. I thought. Never mind.
I mean, I could move and just take the opportunity attack. But
It does miss.
Yep.
Alright.
And then rest of my movement, yeah. Oh, I want this. Yeah, there.
Okay,
Alright.
you shift around.
Osiris.
What's your passive perception, Osiris?
15.
Yay.
15. That's enough to spot this tether.
Fantastic.
So yeah, you follow the tether and you can see it clinging to the ceiling above you all because Terra never called out to anyone.
I don't know why. I just
Correct.
assumed my
And that's
perception was
not
high
because I
enough.
forgot, that's because she's quirky like that.
Just yeah, let's go with that.
That's good.
You know, I think it's time to burn a 3rd level spell. He says as he goes to cast a 1st level spell at 3rd level. I'm gonna point at the fucking thing, and it's gonna cop a 3rd level magnify gravity.
Nice.
Oh.
But will it?
Make the save on it. I believe on a failed save, it falls or prone.
Yeah, the gravity afflicts it.
Oh, it's gonna hit the ground.
Fun.
Right. Good old 14 con save.
It succeeds. Is it still half damage?
It is hard.
You still got
half damage, yeah.
Do you got Didn't you do what's it called, resist fire thingy?
That's on
I'm
melee
casting
attacks.
This,
Oh.
and that's also melee attack, yeah. Alright, so that's 48, and it's going to have whatever happens.
That's not bad.
Halves to. Wow.
That's
It's
still
force
enough.
damage. Nothing resists force damage except like 3 things.
So as you cast Magnify Gravity, you watch the air kind of wobble and shift as this thing is pulled down off the ceiling in a long, almost like snot-like form, and then it disconnects from the roof, slams into the ground, where it then splashes and explodes across the room, splattering everyone here and the walls
I'm
with
behind the
grey
plant.
goo.
I'm behind the plant.
At the same
Delicious.
time, the plant monster melts into slime and disappears.
Yo, green and grey goo all over. Hell yeah.
Did I get slime on me?
No, because you were behind the plant.
But the
Did I
plant
get green goo on me?
You had green go in your shoes.
I use the charge of my wand.
as the
Slacked up.
as this thing, as person and the slime and the mound both fade away into nothingness, the mound in the center seems to compress a little more, and it falls to the ground naturally, and all of you can see that there is, like, almost cut off by a perfect barrier of this doorway, a shimmering silver light behind it to the west, to the east. A pathway
Also
leads
can-
before you.
So couldn't have left anyway.
No, saying that there is when this thing dies, the plants will drop. It like opens up a pathway that leads deeper inside.
And the plants, the vines, like almost perfectly right angled, avoid this doorway.
Oh, like the light coming from it.
Yep.
Yep.
They just like there's a sheer spot where the vines just don't cross.
Arctur's going to retrieve his spear through and taste the slime.
It tastes like
You know what? It tastes like grey matter. You've eaten brain probably before.
My guess would have been that it tastes like putting your tongue on a 9-volt battery.
Remember, I ate
As
a rust monster.
It tastes like Nintendo Switch cartridge.
Please stop.
as you all finish up with the fight and getting together, before we go any further, we've been at it for almost 2
Yeah.
hours, 2.5 hours. So we'll take our break, huh?
Let's take a break here. Yeah, we'll go for that.
Just yeah, go get drinks, go to the toilet. I'm gonna do that real quick, so I'll be right back.
Get some dinner.
how'd you guys like the slime puzzle?
I didn't like being underneath a shambling mound.
Yeah, you really pulled the short end of the stick by just being subsumed immediately and failing the save.
Rip.
Yeah.
But on the plus side, fuck your bonus.
Yeah.
I
plus
double checked the rules to make sure it's like, oh, someone you have to see or something. It didn't matter. She was within range. I was like, we couldn't hit Christine with anything because you gave her a plus freaking 11.
Yeah. I need to check. Yeah, it is just because I am that great, and I don't think I'm that great. Where is oral protection? It's so as long as I'm awake, they get the +4. That's the thing.
I hate it. There was a point where I was like, we gotta kill Xavier because we cannot do anything while he's alive, and you can't kill you. You're a tank.
I still got 30 points of lay on hands backed up. I could fucking dump that on someone. In fact, I could just...
Early game, it's like, oh, Paladins lay on hands. It's kind of mid. It's not that great. And then
Yeah.
late game, it's like, oh, Paladin lay on hands. massive health dump.
It's enough to get someone back up.
Because it's 5 times your level, right?
Yeah, so it'd be 40 HP. No, it'd be what?
30, right? You're level 6, yeah?
Yeah, it's 30 right now.
Yeah.
At level 20, it'd be like
100.
what? Yeah, 100.
5 times 20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the perfect amount for when someone goes down. You're like, oh yeah, no, you're back on full, buddy. Get the fuck back up.
Alright, Jeremy, how did you like the slime puzzle?
Yeah, it was cool.
If you also wanted to know, that was specifically an Elder Oblex.
What?
Doesn't surprise me.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have many.
Because I have the Knave's eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
If I had cut off any sort of communication with my mind telepathically, because I did, if it did manage to dominate me, would I still be able to do what it wanted?
If
Because
it
I'm
tried
not-
to command you telepathic, well, the thing is, like, when they dominate you, you become a willing creature. So you would stop cutting off connection to it. Because domination is not telepathic. That's like a spell effect.
Yeah.
And then from then, you would suddenly be a willing creature to its telepathy.
Finally got to use that.
I love Heartbreaker. It's a cool ability.
It's just not been many humanoids.
No, you don't get a lot of chances to use
No,
it.
of
But
course
the
not.
times you do, like, that was clutch as hell.
Like once I realized, like,
That-
wait, I could probably charm against him. It might not work, but worst case scenario, if it does affect, I have a stun.
And hey, ironically, it was a clutch both first for you guys by keeping Arkfor out of like murdering
us.
you all falling around, and then it was a clutch for us when Arkfor broke free because it failed to save, and he didn't get to punch the Oblex to death.
Yeah. Listen, it would have been even more clutch for you if he didn't make that save, because he just ordered you were going to die.
I
That
do
was
have-
that was 4 failed death saves, and we couldn't stop you.
Mate,
so
that's
the
not
biggest-
4, that's 2, 4, 6.
The biggest, yeah, it was 6. The biggest clutch was Arkfor rolling the nat 20 save on his wisdom,
First
which
one.
meant it had
I'm back.
a reaction to try again.
Yeah.
I do have a question though, which I'll probably get the full answer when we come back. Our memory.
That's indeed how memory indeed.
How memory?
Okay, cool. We'll find out.
If you want to know, your memories have been drained. It's,
All of them?
Partially, not all of them. It takes
Looks
time
like-
to consume all your memories.
That's
It
not.
looks
That's
like,
fine.
thanks for the memories.
Even if they weren't so great.
No, it's
actually,
even
they
if
were
they
so great.
taste. It's
They were-
even if
they were exclusively trauma.
it's even if they taste so bad.
Oh,
If you want to know, at the moment, while you're under the effect of memory drain, you have
Thank
a
you.
D4 subtract from all of your ability checks and attack
I've
rolls.
seen. Yep.
And yeah, if it hits you additional times with it, your D4 would become a D6, and then it would grow until it becomes a D20. At which point
Alright.
you fall unconscious immediately. So luckily,
Nice.
it didn't hit you more than once with it.
That's
Plus,
just-
when it eats your memories, it gains all of your languages as well as all your proficiencies.
Oh, nice. It now knows Dwarvish.
And it can
Half
fuck with
dwarvish.
you.
And it can what?
And it can fuck with you.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, it could.
And,
It could.
and your favorite fruit are now member berries.
If it had eaten all your memories, it could then simulacrum you.
That makes sense.
I love simulacrum. But yeah, I think all it says is that you have memory drain. So I don't think you've forgotten like a whole day or something. It's just you're lacking. There's like a lot of spotty periods in your memory right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, great. Again?
But this time, I don't have any plans for it.
Thanks. I think I can, but hey, I can try. But also, I need to remember if I actually can to try. Fuck.
Wait, do I have the Devilman series? There's apparently the Devil May Cry series on sale. That's
Yeah,
that's a stupid stream game, so I wanna
Yeah,
get them
Devilman
all.
Crybaby?
Devilman Crybaby 3?
Yeah. You go 3, and then you go 1, and then you forget about 2, and then you go 4.
No, I have
what-
to play DMC Devil May Cry. I've heard it's
Yeah,
the
that's
most
what-
important.
yeah. I
That's
don't
what the
care
DMC
anyone
stands
says,
for.
That's my favorite one.
I've heard it's the most
Oh.
important one to play.
It has no bearing on anything, but it is so much fun.
I've heard it's fun to play.
I think I watched Driven played that game like when it first came out.
So who hasn't taken the note? It was Sam who isn't here yet.
Probably Mim's one. Oh no, it's Kex's players based.
Unless AJ has camera or something.
Camera, but the camera's hidden because it's on the same internet.
Yeah.
So I don't know then. Other than Sam.
Is it?
I would say one big limiting factor for Oblexes is that 90% of its abilities are all concentration spells.
Mm.
Same.
Dude, I know that feel.
It has 2 no concentration abilities. One of them is Dimension Door.
Oh, hold on. I've forgotten something.
I mean,
I think I've forgotten one D100.
so good.
Did you feel D100? What from?
No,
Oh,
oh,
you
no,
did.
I didn't.
No.
It's actually, I'm fine.
It's like a rolling now though.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this will be the one when it comes back.
You still got a bunch.
Yeah, I know.
I think even though it didn't really get to do any of its spells, I think the fighting game combo arc was just pulled on Terra was pretty good.
Yeah.
Run up, dodges, she misses the feints, grabs about the horns, fucking kneecaps, and gut punches.
You want me to roll one?
That's a
now
good
and the rest
fighting
as
game
it
combo.
happens?
As soon as we come back, you can roll.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Who is not
Cyrus
here?
killed it.
Yeah.
Sam, you back?
Last blood.
Yeah.
Then I think everyone's here. Isn't it?
Someone
Just
didn't pick.
taped.
Interesting. Alright.
Lost blood.
So yeah.
Is Demi here?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we're
Yeah,
all here.
yeah, so yeah, as you all jump back in, we'll have a tower roll.
In the tower or table?
Table roll, I mean.
One more time, baby.
That's the sex number though.
It's not though.
It's the sex number though.
Roll con saving throw.
Nice.
Yeah, it's to you.
Hey,
Fine.
you literally cannot fail that.
I refuse to say the word.
It's not quite the one. Go again. Unless anyone wants to do anything in the next 6 seconds before Christine does it again.
I'm just gonna roll these now.
Gonna move back.
I'm a
to
pump
breathe.
30 hit points into Christine.
Seeing her doing her explosion stuff, like everything's
Eh?
the magic's just coming out of her, she's just like, I'm gonna move back.
Smart.
I think comparative to like the other one, which is all at once, this one just being like a pulse of just lilac every now and then. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll these now.
Yeah, you got 8 more to go. Alright, so that's 7. Everyone turns invisible. 6. Your head turns
Nice.
black.
Nice.
5. the
Darkness.
spell.
That counts.
Yep. 4. You gain
You're invisible. Everyone's invisible and in darkness, but you can see them. It's all good.
No. No. Yes. No.
3.
No.
Alright, we'll get back to that one in a second.
No.
2. Perfect.
Fuck me.
Yep.
and she teleports away.
Come on. Fuck you. I thought it was a 1.
Nope. Roll again. You got 2 more to go still. You can do it, Kat.
Stop this. Stop this.
13.
Alright, 1 more.
Stop, please.
And
That is-
okay.
You're having a bad day. Chief.
What a thing.
So in order, what happens? Christine's
I wanna-
standing there. Everyone around her turns invisible. Everyone can see Christine's head turns black. She then has a bubble of darkness appear where she's standing. I believe that's what happens.
So everyone's invisible, can't see each other, her hair's back, but Christine can see the sword because she's got true sight now.
Yep. And then Christine, roll a d12.
Did I combine the blades together?
Oh god, playing 3? Fuck, I gotta look at my list.
I don't remember which one 3 was. Is that the bog?
Don't you fall asleep now?
No,
She saved
I
against this
succeeded
one.
that.
okay, that one. Do we have notes for that one?
Do you want me to roll again?
No, wait, let me check.
No, yes we do. Okay, that's the fun one. Promicilio.
Oh, that one's good.
Where's it going?
So, okay, you disappear,
Uh-huh.
and you appear standing on an open grassy plain. And you look around yourself, and it's really nice. There's like an open plain. You see like a mountain in the distance. You see trees in one way, and then you follow the crest of the mountain up, and your eyes keep going up. As above that mountain is a perfectly duplicated inverted mountain at the top of it,
Ooh.
and then you look up above you, and there is another exact world above you, mirroring where you are now.
Is there a me there? Like a speck?
You're too far away. It is like miles
Damn.
and miles in the sky. And then you disappear, and you
Uh-huh.
appear in the black room with the table and the 3 chairs.
Yeah.
The 3 usual people are sitting there. You got a question?
you got a question? It's like, no, I don't have a question.
You see the same sleeping woman on the left. You see.
Oh, she's still sleeping.
Yeah, she's still asleep. You see
Okay.
Davey in the center, and you see LeBron on the right. As they all sit there, LeBron looks at you like is like, what?
Do you want me to roll a percentile to see how much, if my memory loss counts for this?
No, you just do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Is she
I'm just
halfway through
asking.
reading the smut book?
Yeah, honestly,
She accepts
expecting
one
this.
smut book, and you have this negative connotation
idea.
with her.
look, sometimes smut is okay to read every now and then.
Do you have a question, Kay?
No, I was going to just say, honestly, wasn't expecting this to happen now. So, how much time are you willing to give me?
About this long, and then you.
Thank
sit there.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one.
Yep.
And then I believe you reappear where you were, still in the bubble of darkness.
Yeah.
You turn ethereal for 6 seconds, and then when you come back, your clothes are dirty.
I've already covered in slime, though.
But now you're also covered in sulfur and dirt.
Yeah, it's stinky. And gross and gritty.
I hate
Is
to
the
say this,
darkness still
Christine,
there?
but
Yeah, there's like a bubble of darkness. I believe it lasts 10 minutes.
You're
Do you
all
still have
invisible.
True Sight? No.
Yeah, I was also still prone.
Yeah.
Yes.
don't worry, I can still see Christine.
So if you had True Sight in that, you just see Arthur stomping on the goo.
Hmm.
But yes, that bubble of darkness lasts 10 minutes, so it's still there a minute later when she reappears, essentially.
Can I deactivate it?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I tell that I'm in a bubble of darkness with Devil
Well, you have
City?
True Sight, so
Yeah. Like that's what I'm wondering. Like, do I know to step out or?
it's up to you.
It's how you would interpret True Sight, I guess.
I guess maybe there's like a little ring, a bubble, like opaqueness.
Yeah, it could be like a film
Yeah.
in an area.
Then I'm just going to just slightly step out of that while just looking at it like normally.
That'll done.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the invisible crew gonna do?
Yeah. What do you do for 10 seconds?
Just like she's just like standing there and just like looks down at her hands, can't see them. Just like, huh. Guess I'll just wait. See what happens.
Usually doesn't take too long. I set
And
it.
I
I
believe
set it in my timer.
Yeah, and then like, it ends right then. You all reappear in the room.
Out of all the times to take me back there, do you really have to pick the one where I didn't want to? She just kind of looks up.
At least you get to talk to her. I gotta stand in line.
What is that smell?
I don't think. Have you told us that you go and see those? I don't know.
I have actually mentioned it. Yes, I think I've mentioned it only like once or twice, and I've definitely mentioned knowledge, fate, and time.
I just want to reiterate. So you've explicitly told me that when this happens, sometimes you get to just speak with Labrana.
Yes, I think I had. I want to say I had because I think we had a slight conversation where I opened up a bit about it to you.
Makes sense. But yeah, so Osiris goes, well, I've got to stand in line. I've got questions for it. I've got to wait. It sucks.
If you have a list,
They write a list, just give it to her. Next time she's there, she pulls the list out.
I'm just gonna hand her the list. All of these, please.
You only get one. Keeps
All
the
of these,
list.
please.
Yeah, she might only get one, but then she could just answer them on the list and just send them down the chain of command to me. That would be so much easier.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that goop monster that we just killed, but something smells like the devil's fucking latrine in here.
That's her.
Do I know the
Well, that's
Christine
not very
story?
nice.
Do you
She's
know?
literally got sulfur on her.
Your
Sulfur?
descriptor.
I think
Say it
after you
again?
were aware that she was the one who stunned you, yes.
Yes. And you
Squeegee.
probably understand what that ability was in feeling.
It's fine.
Also-
You just get a mutual sort of an understanding nod as I keep stomping until we move.
I
Wait,
don't know if
Christine
that's
smells like
okay.
so Christine smells like sulfur. but the pile of green goo next to her also smells like sulfur.
Well,
Ironically, different sulfur.
I don't know what happened to you. Would you like to be clean again? I have one charge I'm willing to use on this.
She kind of looks forward, looks all over herself, like covered in 2 layers of weird goo, slime, whatever, and then a 3rd layer of sulfur, and just looks back at you.
Kind of stupid question, huh? And then she just like uses one of the charges. I think that's 2 charges of the wand today.
Yeah. It only has 3 charges, doesn't it?
Yeah, she never uses more because she doesn't want to risk it to become the wand of dirtiness.
Okay.
There's lights towards that way.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
I will say, does anyone need to recuperate? Take a little break.
I've had worse.
I'm still trying to process everything, so just give me like 5 minutes, and then do what you want. Because I don't know what that thing did to me, but
You dropped a flower on your head. I'm assuming it maybe did some of the memory erasing.
well, I don't have any different. I guess what you 2 would say as visions points towards Xavier and Akvor.
I hear other gaps in your memory, though.
Yeah, here and there. And I'm trying to
Yeah.
I'm now worried which ones are missing. I
Well-
might have.
Because you've been traveling with these people for a while, so you can always just ask.
DMs, heads or tails?
Heads.
Is that
Heads.
a positive or a negative?
No cash value.
Heads is what dice you roll?
Coin flip.
flip.
Heads then, I don't know.
Heads is negative.
Heads
roll
is
this-
negative, sure.
Okay.
Heads.
Well, I
You
climbed.
going in? Okay.
Oh look, he just walked off without us
Uh,
after beating the shit out of.
Okay.
I went slowly, so Xavier had the chance to stop me.
yeah. I'm
Akvor-
gonna do
Akvor-
not so fast, kitty.
Akvor, please, just a couple minutes, please. Just not long.
Wait,
Well,
curiosity killed the cat, Akvor. Stay here.
Yeah, but satisfaction brought it back.
Don't say that part, Jesus!
What she said.
Tara, are you
Dude.
feeling okay? You did get smacked quite hard.
Okay, I'll let you stop
I
me like
saw
one
it.
spot back.
Terror response. Insert here.
Yes.
And as a response to who is Jesus, he used to be one of my friends.
I'm only
He
joking.
always kept getting into it's quite alright. He kept getting into some sort of chicanery.
It had
And,
nothing to do with his death, at least.
No, he died because he thought he was invincible and ran into arrow fire.
Well, seeing as you've
And
stopped
that
me from
like a
going in here, I do want to know, is there like a pool or anything to this room, or is it just...
It is just glowing at the moment. This area, as you pass by, seems to be the most structurally sound room. There doesn't seem to be much damage at all in this hallway. It seems to continue on for 15 minutes, and there is... not 15 minutes, 15 meters, 15 feet, and there seems to be a glow, a dim glow in the back further.
Well, now that we're having like a small moment's break. Difficult question considering the last room, I'm assuming, was probably a little bit more effective against some of you, but did anyone think that the those weird creatures that pretended to be people that we knew, did they seem accurate at all? Or did they seem kind of false?
This place was telling us to leave.
Arthur, you are so far away, you can't hear me.
No, he's shouting at Xavier.
I
Yeah,
Christine, like upon probably hearing that, maybe just like turns slightly different angle away from you.
Tara also looks away.
I don't know what it was that just didn't really seem to know him that well. He was a coward of a man, not anything like what they portrayed him as. It was almost comedic. Weird. But interesting.
You probably weren't one of the more effective targets then.
Well, I do have something that kind of blocks that sort of stuff. It's just interesting that it got in at all. Fun fact, I can't have my thoughts detected. It's very useful as a spy.
Sarah's just like, the fuck?
Yeah, he notes that down.
I mean, you're more than
Okay,
willing to
make
try
a
if
note
you'd
of
like.
that.
It's weird. Apparently.
Excuse me, what? I can't.
I'll be a test
What?
subject if you'd like.
Okay, bet.
No, I'm gonna be mean here. As soon as
You
you're
know,
done
I've
with this,
got-
I'm setting a timer.
Actually, I can't. I
Go
don't
for
have
it.
the resource. I'm actually tapped. I have
Rip.
one first spell slot left.
You know what? No.
Well, I'll hold you to it later on then.
Okay. Can we? I think now I'm fine. Let's go,
Okay.
please.
Yes, let's go to the safety of whatever this light is.
Safety.
Just immediately trying to avoid the rest of the conversation that was there.
Oh. Okay. You'll just
I
show
had
it
him.
for-
As
you all move towards the light.
as you all move towards the light, the corridor continues for 15 feet. And as you breach through into the next room, you see probably the most intact room about here. It seems to be, for those who've been to many of them churches, this seems to be like a priest's ready room where all their materials for ceremonies and sermons, their vestments would be laid here, ready for the like big fancy ones for like weddings and christenings and all that is there, or an inner sanctum.
Do we see any movement in the room at all?
There is a little bit of movement. The glow seems to be coming off of a pedestal that seems to be segregated in a 5-foot room, a small 5-foot room at the end of this sort of maybe 20-foot one. And there is there seems to be something silvery white rotating and spinning, glowing in this pedestal, and a broken marble statue laying up against one of the walls.
I'm gonna give you all 1 minute before I touch it.
Want to use some of your paladin mumbo jumbo? Xavier?
I'll use a divine sense.
Once more, as you cast this divine sense, the overwhelming, like, there is a lot of holy energy in there, but it is still muddled and confused. Like before, it is not like giving off desecration vibes, it's giving off just weirdness, like nothingness internal with it.
Okay, this is different, but similar. This place is consecrated. It is holy. It is giving off celestial vibes, but it's not. It's not whole. It's like it's forgotten. It is.
Do you think it could have something to do with the reason why the flowers haven't come in here?
Probably. I'd have a ventured guess to say that whatever deity these people were worshipping, that has been forgotten. Thus, this is why this essence, or
Probably why that creature there was being hostile couldn't say who it was, even though we asked, because they couldn't remember. Because the people couldn't remember anymore.
Well, you're gonna do it anyway, aren't you, Arkva? So you may as well.
Akvar is at 40 seconds.
Well, I guess we'll wait for 20. Anyone else have any wise ideas?
Can I search the room?
If
Is
you
there
want.
anything in here?
Yeah.
I'll roll an investigation check.
Or just to check, are we doing a short rest?
It depends if you're going to short rest in this room.
As you look around with the 10, there's old books and sermons that have, in places, blotches of ink covering the name. That should be there. But it's very, very old. Like, you risk not touching it because it might be that brittle.
That's a minute.
I'm going to take the books. and
As
I
you grab it, it quickly just fades into dust and blows out of your hand.
So Arkva starts striding across the room.
As,
Preparing his radiant.
as
necrotic.
What's everyone else doing as Arkva starts moving?
Moving back a little bit so that if this thing explodes, I'm not gonna get blown up.
And everyone else?
I'm gonna just back up as well. I do not really want to be anywhere near something that would go through.
Yeah. I went back up as far as them, so at least I'm in between.
So you're basically, so I'm assuming Sylvie and Christine are basically backing up out of the room.
Yeah, like I was
Close
only in
to-
the entrance, like the front of it. But like, yeah, no, she's backed up around the corner so that if this thing blows, she'll have the wall to block it.
And Osiris, you're still in the room, but in the entrance.
Not as close to the entrance, closer to the wall.
And then Xavier was obviously in the room fucking with the books, and Terra being Terra is gonna be in the room fucking with something.
I want to say that I'll be at least in the room from the
Okay.
the kind of like corridor-ish that would be connecting to it. Just making sure, just in case if it does cut off from the corridor, I'm at least in the room.
as you start approaching with your arms glowing, your radiant and necrotic, you all hear a shift in the stone as the statue gets up. Bits of it fall down. For those who've played Elden Ring, a figure like Radagon appears as this marble construct with interconnected these broken bits of marble with silver wires and lights, and above his head, like right above the nose, is just this ball of bright white silvery light. I know he, know us. Do not recommend you touch that.
Okay.
Statue says that?
Remind me
Yep.
specifically what it is I'm approaching. So it's a.
It's a pedestal with a glowing. You can't really tell what it is at the moment because you're not close enough. But a glowing, whatever it is a small object that seems to be floating on top of it.
Alright. I will approach it, not directly touch it though.
Ditto.
I'll follow behind.
As the statue sort of like makes his way closer.
We wish to observe.
I wish to look to the statue. Are you forgotten?
That is what we are called now. I, no he, no we, do not have a name anymore. We are the last of he and us.
He being the one that was on the statues.
Gives a nod.
We call you they for short.
If we were to touch this, would you have to fight us to the last breath?
It is only recommended for you not to touch. But those before, they came to us for a weapon. They learnt of my and his and our sacrifice. I taught them of the Armageddon, and then they left this fool's paradise.
Would you tell us?
Can you restore that which is gone from our minds?
He used to have that power, and we could give one last bit of our essence, but fully restoration is not within my abilities.
Then perhaps I won't ask for anything, but instead will offer something to you. You might not remember who you are, but we have met now. You are no longer a forgotten. I could give you a name and walk out of here, whether it is true or not. At that point, you would be therefore remembered in someone's mind.
If you truly would wish to know such things, and want to learn of it, touch it if you will, for you will know that I cannot be.
I touched the thing.
I also
Okay.
touched the thing.
Okay. You
That
step
was
forward.
permission.
You step forward, getting close to the pedestal. You realize that sitting in the center, floating slowly, is what looks like an arrow made of pure light. As you reach out and touch it, AJ, you can reveal it to both Osiris and Xavier.
Yep, let me...
I mean, it's knowledge. all about-
Would Devil Sight still be up because it was 10 minutes? Would I be able to see anything in the room?
There is, yeah, you can see it's true sight. The only thing in this room is these supplies for like priestly stuff. It's super old. This one very broken statue that seems to be only held together by this light that's interconnecting its parts, and this pedestal.
Let's
But
forge
without
on.
him.
Look for... I thought we should just make the golem also touch it with them.
Oh, it's like standing back from you all. It is not moving.
Alright, so you're touching it as well, Akva?
Yeah.
Did that all pop up for the three of you?
Yeah, I got it. I'm reading it now.
Yeah.
I and we should not be, but he and I will not be. Fired but once and fired no more. A great weapon used and a great price paid. A small act made ends a short yet cataclysmic war. He is no more, and now I be. And he and I and we await the void that bleeds. We are the echo of the forgotten.
Well, at least my naming was on point.
Roll credits.
I'm happy to end it here.
Yeah. Okay. That's a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing, isn't it?
What's your reaction to touching it? Like, just out of curiosity. Like, always.
Yeah, for all three of you, the moment you touch it, you are made aware of it, of what it is.
So
Ah, shit. I'm just,
Yeah.
Sylvie's just like, they're all doing this. Fuck it. She just goes in and like puts a hand on it, like whatever.
the reaction starts out as a little bit confused, then realization, a bit of sorrow, and then wonder.
I'll just put it in chat for whoever wants to
Yeah.
pick it
And
up.
at this point, does everyone want to touch it?
I feel like my main thing is looking at like how Osiris reacts, because from out of everyone, I feel like his reaction is the one I feel like I can at least like be like make an opinion off of. And upon seeing the kind of like just mix to what it eventually led to be, I move forward, probably not too far behind Sylvie, and there's just that kind of like hesitation to also touch, but then sort of just seeing that everyone is seemingly fine. Do you like? Yeah, just touches with major reluctance.
If you
Can I
touch
get
it,
a pronunciation
Yep.
check.
Inertia Sagita.
Interita Sagitta. This item initially takes the form of a silver glowing arrow, though its form seems malleable and can be contorted into anything the player desires.
Nice.
When this weapon is used, the target of the weapon will be physically destroyed, regardless of current HP, CR, and creature type. The user of this reliquary will both physically and mentally be destroyed. There will be no remnants of this person, both historically and currently. The only people who will know of this creature's existence is their closest friends, and their remaining memories will not last long.
Oh.
The last thing used by the Forgotten.
Is anyone, like, after touching it, holding on to it?
Yep.
Because I'm wondering if I might.
Akvor feels anger.
As when you say is the used by the Forgotten, it just does the one solemn nod towards you.
I will let go and turn to the golem at the very least. There's more you can't tell us, or more than you could.
The memory, our memory, his, is gone, vanished. I remain to let the others who come here over the price that needs to be paid. Though a great thing came into this world. We and I and he fought. We and many other and I died. To prevent it, I took Sagitta and we threw it. And now he is no more. I and he and we is all that is left of the god of, and you hear distortion.
Do you recall anything, others that have come, their names at least?
The four of Jingadi. They braved the forest and got to this point. Though they could not commit to the price.
Xavier's gonna take it.
Is anyone else trying to take it? Because I assume there's multiple people here who might fight over this thing.
I'm keeping my hand gripped to that.
Yeah, ditto.
A weapon like this does not belong in the hands of someone like me, who strikes a path of balance and vengeance.
Sylvie removes her hand. I don't want to get destroyed.
I just simply came here seeking answers to those memories I seen. That's all I remember. The last thing before that was waking up a few days back.
Kind of regret killing the Ublex now.
Yeah, don't you?
We had to get here, so now.
Yeah, as far as I know, I've got an infinite amount of years left. I would rather not lose them. She just backs away from it.
I'll say to those still holding it, you all know this isn't just like you die. This is you never were.
Yep.
Yep.
No, I got it.
I got that very clear.
Yeah, I got that.
The Racadia are unholy. One of the last vestiges of he and I and we. There used to be recordings of loved ones once past. But without his and I and our presence, they have changed, grown, and become controlled.
I release it.
The common man recalls them as rememories.
I tied.
I'm standing
Looking
firm.
at Xavier and Christine.
seen something shoot across the sky. I feel like that was on this island itself. Before the jungle was here.
That event is also the echo of the forgotten.
I have mostly been, from anyone's perspective, just looking at this artifact hand tighten, and upon seeing like one more hand on it, she looks up to Judas, shakes her head, and says, "Not you at all. Not you."
Are they both still holding it?
As you both are looking at it, the golem places a hand on each of your shoulders and seemingly looks at you. When this was last fired, it was used only but once, and the echoes of this act have disturbed the balances that should never have been touched. Once again, I, no he, no we, recommend you do not take this weapon.
She's trembling.
If either of you plan to use this for what I think you might, it's not the way to do it.
It's not worth it. I would like to turn to the golem construct. Is it a thing? Is it not a thing?
The echo.
It's
They.
an echo.
I wish to turn to Echo. Echo is now their name.
Mm-hmm.
It has no name.
It's been named.
It literally can't be named. But go on.
But it's a moniker.
It's
It's
okay.
not Monica. Sorry. I turn to the Echo. I wish to know as much as you can tell about either what happened, what has happened, what is and what isn't, anything that you can share.
What will happen?
One second. I want to find something real quick.
Go for it.
My hit point total is like 30.
Alright, well now it's 2.
AC is
Well,
17,
now it isn't, and it never was.
and you don't exist anymore.
I mean, from holding it when it's holding on Christine and Xavier's shoulders, you get this feeling from it that it doesn't recommend
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
take
want
it.
me to take it.
But if you will take it, it's not going to stop you.
At that, like, the kind of stern rip shakes a lot.
Sorry, I'm trying to find something.
But she's still holding on, at least for now.
Xavier is still looking at it calmly, holding on.
As you
If you need help, agents, message them what you
no, I found what I needed. There was a creature who came from another world. Then the crystals rised, and the divines fell. The storm raged, and the kingdom was split. And now the dragon sleeps.
Oh.
We've heard this before.
Man, if only we came here first.
Yeah, this is where the answer was the whole time.
Definitely the only place you could have found it.
Do you know of gates?
That is not in my recollection, nor in his, and nor in ours.
We've heard what you just said once before, I believe.
Gives a nod.
I take it with that memory that we saw, that pure silver light stars started fading off.
That was the beginning. Wherever you learned it is before the from and before the storm.
Was that when this was used? When you...
Speak louder to me.
Was that when you were... Was that when this was used? When you were... ceased?
I used it, and we caused the problems. He left me here to guard this one last reliquary.
Can it be destroyed?
He stares. He seems to ponder it, and he just sits down. No. It has to be. It will continue. Forevermore. Unless one were to sacrifice themselves in destroying Sagitta.
Let go, Christine. You have too much to live for.
I would argue you do as well, Xavier.
You cannot just tell. Like, you do not.
Both of you are misunderstanding what I was implying.
I know.
At this
I
point,
understand completely.
you feel the grip of the golem tighten on both of your shoulders as everyone else's, and if you turn, you see that the strands of silver and the mode of light that is his head all start to fade.
You can. If Gold would probably see the extreme hesitation and almost trembling, like of me, like the grip loosens a bit at this point, but there's still that.
As soon as I
Oh.
notice that the grip's loosened, I'm going to take it.
Xavier, I'm assuming Christine, you let it go at this point.
Yeah.
Xavier snatches the weapon away.
Who are you planning on using that on? Or what?
I'm taking it so it doesn't have to be used.
It
I'm
would
gonna
be
insight
safer
that.
here than traveling wherever you were to go. This place has enough
Damn it.
defenses to protect it.
We made
It
it.
being with you is far more dangerous than it staying here.
Cyrus has a point.
And if it were to be used again, we'd never even know about it.
Also,
wouldn't
you're all
exist
on the
anymore.
run.
As you
Whatever you want to use it on is not worth the sacrifice. It will never be worth the sacrifice. It won't change anything that has happened.
I know it won't.
Then put it
I
down.
won't stand in your way, but it's not worth it.
Can you imagine something of that much power being in the wrong hands? If you were to just, I don't know, maybe get captured like that time you did before. And they take it and they go, oh, look at this powerful thing. Let's use it on, I don't know, somebody.
Or if you were to be charmed to use it, it's just not worth it. I don't know if you'll allow it, but would you allow me to roll a persuasion check? It's entirely up to you.
Xavier's
roll it.
choice.
Seeing as I am attempting to come from a place of similar hurt. I didn't hear what you said, by the way.
You said you can roll it.
You can roll it.
As the artifact leaves her hand, she kind of just stares at the hand that was gripping it, shaking, and then just kind of like starts to lower herself down into like a little bit of realizing what she was, I guess, doing.
As you take it, Xavier, as well, the arrow breaks down into just a small bowl of light that fits into the palm of your hand.
As it does, I'm gonna will it to turn into a center.
It shifts and forms and turns into a blade.
Be it on your head then.
Exactly.
As it shifts, Dimitri, you hear in your head, once it is gone, I and he and we will be gone. Goodbye.
And at this point, the lights on the statue flicker out entirely, and its arms drop to its sides, letting go of both of you. And it's like almost kneeling before the pedestal, inert.
And a small pulse of the silver light overcomes all of you.
As it lets go of the grip, that's when I probably like go down, like fall into like a little bit of a ball. Just
There's no place to give up here. Once we get out of this stupid jungle.
She's just staring at her hand that was holding it.
Are you gonna... You know what, Arthur won't say anything. He's just gonna pick you up. Sort of baby cradle you if need be.
Preferably not that.
You let go, Christine, that's all that matters. At least you've got brains.
Hopper.
Let's get out of here.
That was
Okay,
by accident,
Christine, that doesn't bother me.
but you get that.
As you all leave, you feel some semblance of fallen past divinity settle over you as you all gain this bonus.
The boon of purity of thought. As a bonus action, you can activate the boon to gain advantage on your charisma, wisdom, and intelligence checks and saving throws for 1 minute, or end a charm effect on yourself. Alternatively, you can use a reaction to immediately succeed on an intelligence, charisma, or wisdom saving throw. Using either option will expend this boon.
1 use only.
I'd like the other feature that increases my wisdom. Don't want this one-time bullshit.
How about you?
So it's a legendary resistant. For...
Against those ones, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's either a legendary against those three or 1 minute of advantage.
Wow.
Let's make our way back.
Yep.
You all leave this place. You make your way out of the inner sanctum. As you do, the light that was glowing from inside fades. And as you step out, there is no glow from this sanctum. And you watch as the first of the vines start to creep over this invisible barrier they've been ignoring this whole time and settle as they start to encroach upon the sanctum. You continue your way through, following the path back you came. It takes a few minutes of walking through these broken underground passageways before you make your way back out into the light on the side of the mountain.
As you exit the door of the temple, you all forget the effects of Voneutia Sagitta, including Dimitri.
Whoa. Okay.
That's not good.
I like to say,
None of you know what it is. None of you know you have it.
as like the sort of journey through, like Aqua's like carrying me through, it's just like almost holding on with like an extremely shaky grip until that point the shakiness stops a little bit. It's like it's still there, but it's not sure why.
Do we remember like anything about this situation at all? Like we remember the fight. We don't remember that like construct.
At the moment, you remember fighting the Ublex. You remember talking to the Echo. You just do not remember the effects of Voneutia Sagitta.
You know something you all
like-
argued over, but you don't remember like what it does.
Your memories.
Wait.
Your memories.
Do I know I have it?
No. when you look into your when you look down, you see like a glowing silvery Rasenna, and you just think it's a mundane glowing magical sword.
No.
I will humbly ask. I assume that bypasses my, rewrite mind effect stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, seemed pretty powerful stuff.
This is something on another entire tier.
I just have this gut feeling of disappointment in Xavier, but that's not you.
That's not
The only note I will give Xavier is the desire to use this weapon is almost always you don't want to. You don't know why. There is just an overbearing thing of do not use this weapon.
Oh god, at least he has that.
Is it still malleable to me? Like, I can...
Well, you
You
don't know
would
you can
know.
do that.
At this point, I'm kind of somewhat back in my own mind a bit. Could you please let me down now? I don't know. I think I'm fine now.
Mm-hmm.
Did we touch flowers? I feel like I'm missing something. Something important.
Cyrus,
Yeah,
you said you were fully tapped, right?
I've got a first level left.
Then it can wait till morning, and she'll like hold out a pearl for you, particularly when we rest. That's for you.
Yes, somewhere safe to rest. Probably good in this place.
As you go on.
Are the flowers still here?
So the flowers are still there, a whole field of them, but there is a single path you can clearly see from up where you are, cut straight down the middle of the flowers from the base of the mountain, that leads into the jungle. So there is an open passage for you guys to leave.
Something tells me we should just go.
Yep.
As you all make your way down the mountain, you cross the flower field with no issue. You enter the jungle and start trudging your way through the underbrush as before. I'm assuming retracing your steps you used to get here.
Yeah.
I don't remember what steps we took.
As you start following the path, as you make it to the building, you have no memories of the temple.
What did we even find? I don't get it. I don't remember touching a flower at all. Then I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Perhaps it's best we don't remember things.
Have we gone for a long rest at all?
No, you haven't.
You haven't said so.
This is the evening of the same day.
Okay, I just want to know when we do.
As you continue to trudge.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we feel the sense of something missing?
Nope. As you make your way to the aqueduct and follow the path through there, you forget about the field of flowers before the mountain and Xavier falling, as well as Akfa and that whole shenanigans.
Oh,
As you
Okay, so we forget that. Does that mean we forget that we
Nope.
forgot memories?
Because unforgotten, they're gone.
Does it remove any journal entries written about them?
No.
No.
I've got a question about particularly like that. If you forget about the particular things that happens, but I still have gaps in my memory.
Yeah, you still do.
Okay.
You still
feel
have
like
weird
that-
gaps in your memory.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
By the
as
time we
you
get back, what's the last thing I remember? That's all I need to know.
as you continue to trudge past through the forest, as you reach the beaches of Ikaya, you all remember going into the forest, the jungle, fighting the echoes, summoning the tower, and then engaging with the dinosaur that broke the tower down, and the mist, and all the events of that evening, but nothing more. You all went into the forest, felt that fight, and decided to leave.
And written entries and such are still written, like notes.
Yep.
Good to
But
know.
yeah, to your own minds, you walked in there, you fought a few things, you tried to rest, you fought some more things, you finished resting, and then you said fuck that, and you left the jungle.
So my note memories would stop basically last session start. Okay, good to know.
See, I've been writing in a journal. Little
I-
bits.
I am just assuming I'm mostly keeping the same kind of note recollection that I would have been if I actually had time to do it. So
Do
like
I
I'm
now
basically every
remember
long
the old
rest.
lady?
Hmm?
Do I now remember the old lady?
Yeah, you remember the. Well, actually, you don't know because you
That's
lost
why
all
I'm
your
asking.
memories
That's
in
why
one
I'm a
place.
bit confused here. It's like, okay, so we forgot the unforgetting.
Yeah, it's a with Akfa and Xavier. You guys are in the worst situation because to you both, you remember being on a boat, arriving at this place, and then you remember leaving the forest because you fought something overnight that was bad. But that's it. Like you don't remember coming here. You don't remember going into the jungle.
That's
You don't
worse
remember
for
the
you.
first fight. Like your missing memories for that first days you were here still gone.
I want to perceive around me.
Well, the forest wasn't that bad. I'm glad we're done with it because it's hot in there, and I don't like it being hot in there.
What do
You
I
see-
perceive?
You step out of the jungle onto the beach, you look around, and you see an old dragonborn lady leaning up against a door, watching you all stumble out of the jungle. And she goes, "Y'all who you say you are? Y'all still look the same."
Feel
I
the same.
don't think we've met, have we?
She shakes her head. You don't come back.
I'm
Oh, I see. We don't come back as us.
Have
still
met-
feel personally
Have I met
like
them,
myself.
Osiris?
Yeah, pretty sure you have.
I have a
It's the
whole
flowers.
I have a whole tattoo ready for you, you big lug of a bloody lion man.
And I have no reason to say no.
But I hate tattoos. Why would I do that?
You haven't paid yet.
Perhaps. What's the time? It's late, isn't it?
Night.
Yeah, it's evening. It's at this point it probably looks at about 8 or 9 p.m. roughly.
Then, I approach the lady. Would I be asking too much to come in and perhaps you can help me fill in some of the blanks?
Sure, whatever. While you're on my table, you can ask whatever questions you want. But I'm not telling you this time of night. Don't have the light for it. So
No,
start off and come back in the morning.
of course.
How many days will be gone?
Hmm?
Just out of
3?
curiosity.
3
Yeah.
total?
Walked in there about 4 days ago.
Yeah, so 3 in there.
Is there
And
anything
that-
else we had to do on this island?
Or
Get the
that
fuck
doesn't
off.
track.
Captain, need to go talk to the captain.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that, though, Xavier?
Hmm.
No.
No.
He doesn't, yeah.
I would like to make an intelligence check on like days, because she said 4 days, and he's like, "Hang on, I've got a deadline of something coming up," and he wants to brain.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a quick intelligence check. AJ, can you drop the current date for them so they know what it is?
Yeah, it's the 11th of Easter.
To you, Osiris, it should be the 9th. If, you went in there and you turned around and just left, it should still be the 9th.
Okay.
We've lost 2 days.
I just like
Um,
pull out my notes
Yeah.
and like
well,
look at the last thing written, and she's just like, huh.
I think it's so similar upon hearing that. It's like reading whatever was written the last night that we were there, which wouldn't have included a lot. So it's still very much like that still doesn't add up.
Or whatever, if y'all aren't having a feast again tonight, well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Can I sleep on your porch?
It's sand. So, if you want.
Aqua's gonna just flop over.
I swear, it's like he never learns, and I start casting the tower.
Good night.
Yeah, the tower is cast. Aqua sleeps on the lawn. Anyone, unless you want to do something before you have a long rest?
I wouldn't do anything.
I assume
before,
that's why you
particularly.
gave me the pearl.
Yeah, it was 100% why I gave you the pearl.
So, did we feel like we fought something today?
Well, you feel
Yeah.
like you feel like you used your experiences. It's almost like, because remember, you fought something in the night, during the night. You mustn't have fully recovered from that.
Okay, I have a question. Do you take away the XP you gave us for that fight then?
No.
Because experience is about
No,
knowledge.
it's muscle
and
memory.
We know knowledge.
We're not dicks.
It's
Okay.
muscle memory. You know, you're feeling it
'Cause-
through like.
I would have thought that would have been hilarious.
Muscle memory is
I-
the one thing you can't take away.
Trust me, we considered it.
Wow.
You would legit have to sap the muscles to take that out.
Not for a caster.
Once
Brain
we
muscles.
like get inside and like we're sort of just settled in, she's just like, so I'm not really one for writing imaginary notes and then forgetting about them, but I wrote some stuff about people throwing themselves at flowers and then about them being foolish, but I don't remember that. Something that I don't know. This doesn't add up.
I similarly, in some regard,
I don't like it. I don't like information being taken away from me.
but it's not. It's not like anything's different, really. I assume you remember the attack at night,
Yes.
but that there says we were moving on afterwards. But from that I normally do. I normally keep a record every night.
The last thing I wrote was the bull-headed idiot has decided that throwing himself at poisoned flowers seems like a good thing to do. The cat thought meditating with them was even better. Never mind, the cat threw himself at the flowers as well. Foolishness is contagious. Maybe invest in a mask.
Sleeping
I
cat
don't
noise.
remember that.
I don't even have that. Because if that would have been within the next day, it wouldn't be in what I've written at all.
I have a very clear memory of all the notes that I wrote beforehand. I remember writing the notes about the attack. I don't remember that, and that confuses me.
Cyrus leaves the tower.
I think that whatever is in there wants us to be done with it. And I say, good. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I might still have something that can help. Maybe it. I remember it working on Terra, so maybe it would do. I need energy though.
Well, I'm more than willing to wait. I mean, for all we know, these memories could be unpleasant. Or maybe they were removed for a reason. Either way, we're out of here and we're not dead, so win-win.
I don't like it when anything takes away my memory.
Neither do I. It's a breach of privacy, and I like to know things, honestly. But, you know, silver linings and all that.
It's manipulation. Oh no, I don't want it.
Well, if you can remove it, then even better. Otherwise, be glad to be done with this place. Casey's kind of overrated. However, I wouldn't mind going and talking to that, what's his name again? Fucus? Yes, I think I'd like to go talk to him.
I don't remember.
I don't think you came with the group, actually.
I didn't.
don't think
but
you
you
were
would have
there.
said who.
So Fucus, he's a captain of sorts. Interesting. I
think we had some time to go and talk to him. Hopefully, we still have enough time.
I wouldn't have a clue. At this point, she probably just moves to her own spot, just in her own thoughts. Just moving away
Yeah.
from the conversation.
I feel like she was like, at that point, was sort of like wrapping things up. Like, as she was talking a bit, it was sort of like she was pulling a book out and like preparing to read.
I think for Christine, it was just like a blunt end to the conversation entirely.
She doesn't even seem to react, she just starts reading.
Is there anything else? Alright.
To everyone or to them?
To everyone, yeah.
Everyone.
Cyrus left.
Okay.
Yes.
So he,
I would have followed the man.
Okay.
Do cats dream of forgotten things?
No.
Where does the Cyrus go?
He goes a decent walk, like say an hour's walk from the tower,
Mhm.
as he's pondering what could possibly have taken place. And if he knows himself like the way he thinks he knows himself, he sits down in, I assume it's still sand.
Yep.
And I have like a blanket or something. Good old man blanket. Apparently not. And he will flip his words, bag of holding inside out, and start categorizing everything that he knows was in there.
You okay there, bud?
No, not really. I loathe not knowing. It's all we have in this life, is knowing. And if what they're saying happened, I must have taken some evidence of it. Surely. If not, then we know whatever happened didn't happen. But if there's something, then it did. And I hate it.
I reach over my back and I pull out Rasenna.
When you reach to grab it,
Yeah.
there's like a guttural survival instinct level of like don't. Something in your brain tells you like don't even like touch the thing.
There was also a pile of old coins like next to it.
These are new. And that's new.
I've got. I think I have something as well. It's just. I don't think that I should even touch it.
Well, I assume Rasenna is out for display.
Yeah.
Like it's still sheathed unless he draws it. But like
Yeah,
when
I'm
he
still
reaches to
on it,
try and draw it, you get that guttural feeling of like, you shouldn't touch
He
this.
hesitates.
Yeah, it's a very obvious hesitation.
But it's
You
like
can still choose to draw it if you want, Xavier.
the hilt and everything is like, no, that's Rasenna. Like, no, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have Rasenna anymore.
I threw this away. I threw this. Remember when we were in the tower in the middle of the desert? I threw this away. The habit. I shouldn't have it. Even
Wow.
touching this feels wrong. Feels bad.
That worries me. I'm going to check this brick. Don't know where that's from. And a coin just to see what happens. And now that I have the pearl, I will cast Identify on these two things.
As you cast Identify on the things, you find one is just a mundane stone brick made out of marble, and the other is a gold coin that was minted like almost a millennia ago.
Yeah, we'll put the stuff back in the bag. Is it commonly known that dwarves are real good with like rocks and stuff.
Yeah, you know, like from the little bit dwarves have been around for 100 years or so, they've known for incredible stonemasonry amongst metalworking and other things.
Maybe if we find ourselves there again, maybe they can tell me more on it. Do you want to kneel with me, and I'll try and see
kneel.
what's up with this. And just casually goes to identify Rasenna now that it's back for some reason.
As you
and giving him
reach
weird-
out
before
reach out to
even
touch it.
yeah, before even casting the spell, the urge of like don't touch it is there. But the moment you grab onto it, you remember all the effects of Eternatus Sagitta.
So basic, but we don't have the memory of that, so I just know what this does now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, knowledge is power.
And to speed up a thing that's going to happen, when you release the weapon, shortly after, those memories are gone.
Okay, so the memories. So does that mean it feels like I casted Identify and it is nothing now?
No, the Identify wasn't cast. As soon as you touched the blade,
As soon as I touched it. Okay, so I
So
pull
there's
away
kind
and
of
I'm like,
there's kind of like a mental loop here because your brain automatically reconnects to make it seem like events make sense.
Yeah.
So, in your mind, you reach to cast Identify, you touch the blade, and then you have these effects. You let go, and then like a minute or so later, once you release the blade, you now think that he sat down and you weren't even considering casting Identify on it.
oh, I wasn't considering it.
yeah.
Yeah. So you've now forgotten the effects again, and also you never thought about the idea of casting Identify in the first place.
So, what did it do?
What do?
You were going to cast Identify on this.
Why would I do that? It's your blade. You would know what it does better than anyone.
I don't.
So let me get this straight. You want me to sit here and identify what your sword does?
I just
That's what
get a
you
bad,
want me to do.
I get a bad feeling. You were identifying that brick in your bag and the coins, because you were trying to figure out what you had forgotten, and what I had forgot, and all we remember is we came out, and I have this, and I threw this away in the tower in the middle of the desert, and I have it again, and I don't want to use this.
Do you
I want
continue
you to roll a persuasion, and I want to roll a dense check.
Sure. And Xavier, in the process of saying that, do you still avoid touching the weapon?
I'm touching I'm holding it like by the hilt and the blade.
You mean by the sheath?
No, I've taken it out. I'm holding
No,
it by
well
the
then.
hilt
Yeah,
and
then
blade.
as soon as you touch it, when it's drawn, you immediately know of its effects. At any point while holding the weapon, you're aware of what it can do, even touching the hilt.
Okay, Osiris. I know what this does now.
No, you should. It's what? I think last time you checked with me, it was a +1 sword. Why you would throw it away, I would never know, but...
No. This is different. This is not Rosanna. This is Enoricia Sagitta.
As you start hearing that, you just hear like
What?
tinnitus in your ears.
Oh.
It's what?
This is a vestige. This is a
Reliquary.
weapon.
Reliquary.
This is a reliquary. This, when used, it will destroy whoever the target of it is, at the cost of the person wielding it. This is a one-way street. This is like you will not remember me. I would have ceased to exist if I
I need you to
used
roll a
this.
persuasion check.
It's all white noise.
White noise, all of it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're hearing it, but it's like almost as soon as he finishes talking, he wasn't talking.
Can
Look, I don't know how you're making that noise, but it's giving me a headache.
okay, hang on. Do you have a pen and paper?
I am a pen and paper. he says, pulling out his spellbook.
Alright. I gently. I'm still holding it with the pommel.
Mhm.
I'm going to grab Osiris's hand gently, the one that he's not writing with. I'm going to place his hand on the blade,
So he becomes aware of it. Yep.
so he becomes aware.
And you're gonna get him to, I'm assuming, to write down what it can do.
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming Osiris, you go along with this.
Why would I do that? I know what it does. Why would I write it down? Yes, I go along with it. It's just going to be a constant cycle.
So you go along,
Eventually
write
it
it down. When you finish writing it down, you release the blade. Xavier, you resheath the blade, I'm assuming.
I assume my hand comes off at first while he's still
Yes.
holding it.
Yep.
To see
You
what
both.
happens.
I
Yeah,
look at the book to see if it's still written in there.
When you release, when you Xavier, when you put the weapon away and you release it, you both forget about this entire conversation. You forget about even asking to set the blade. You forget about writing the paper. And Osiris, you have a paper with a big black blotch on it.
You wrote the book.
Did I do that?
So both of you don't even remember the conversation that led to this happening. You just know, Osiris, that your book for some reason has a very large black blotch after you went to go check on the items from your bag of holding.
Okay.
What would be...
I
Sam,
think I know
what would be a rage check?
Wisdom?
What did he was?
Constitution.
Rage? Like just
Like
yeah,
anger.
yeah, wisdom. I think
Wisdom's like self-control.
so. Yeah, self-control and the ability to not explode.
Oh,
11.
nah, it explodes. So
Is that a
this
check or a
leaves with-
saving throw?
Whatever he
It's like
wants to be.
It's fine. So Cyrus is left with more questions than answers after doing something that he thought would work. It did work. Why has this now happened? Because I just did that. And he goes back and forth in his head, and he loses his goddamn mind. You've never seen a Cyrus this pissed off. Even when encountering the cartel dudes, he is so fucking mad.
So, for the sake of simplicity for you all, one extra effect of the weapon, of this reliquary, is that it cannot be remembered.
Yeah.
When you're attempting, only while wielding the weapon do you know of its effects. Any attempt to tell anyone will be met with failure, and they will very quickly forget they were ever told. Any chance to write it down will be undone or marred in some way. There is no way to record knowledge of this weapon, no way to pass along its existence. As soon as you lose possession of it, you will not remember you ever had it.
Honestly, the best defense mechanism.
It is unrememberable.
Please stop making me forget.
I'm gonna. I got an idea. If you would allow it,
Hmm.
I'm gonna touch the sword. I'm gonna touch the handle.
Make a
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw. You don't want to touch the sword.
Okay. Good. I really don't want to touch the sword.
So yeah, like a guttural survival instincts level part of you was just like, this is not important right now. Leave it be.
Okay.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do for the night?
Sleep.
Dream
Night, no.
the cat things.
The cat is asleep. Everyone.
In the morning, I would like to do the casting just of Ruby of Curse just to know, but other than that, no, nothing else.
Who are you casting it on?
Me first.
There is no change.
Okay. Do I get Do I at least lose the memory erasure part?
That's gone when you wake up.
That's the one I wake up. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, after a long rest, even after a short rest, the memory drain from the Oblex is gone.
Okay.
Is he gonna do remove curse on anyone else?
The question is, do I know to do it on anyone else? That's the problem. 'Cause I don't know. So I'm just probably won't.
I mean, Cat's made it pretty clear he doesn't remember things. But
Yeah, but like we all don't remember things. That's the problem with it. She thinks that by the idea of casting remove self on herself as if anything happens with nothing happening.
I
means
meant
that
the whole not even coming to the island thing. Yeah.
yeah, that would be the only one I think I'd do.
And that has no effect anyway.
But does that have any effect?
No, because these aren't. Just like when you did with Terra, she didn't gain the memories back when you cast Remove Curse. Those memories are gone.
It was just that.
They're not
impulse in a way.
modified. They're removed.
Oh.
Basically a bullshit spell the DMs can have fun with. Not spell, but curse effect.
You want to know? The flowers consume the memory.
I think upon realizing that, like particularly, yeah, like we didn't know, none of us know what happened like when we went in and out from that place. But the fact that specifically there's memories of an event that everyone else saw and knows and has knowledge of, but he specifically doesn't, and nothing's bringing it back, is terrifying to her.
As you're left alone with this thought terrifying, and as Akva, I guess, walks over to Old Scale to talk tattoo and learn about stuff, and the rest of you get prepared for whatever you want to do on the island of Ikaya. I think that's where we'll end the session.
Oh.
Fun times.
Yeah, fun times.
Fun times. Can't remember them.
This is why this island is so much work.
No shit. I would have thought that was spelled too. That's what
You could have bullshitted everything and then put no work. We wouldn't remember it anyway.
But yeah. Do we have any streaming people want to show off stuff?
Nah, I'm dying.
What session? Next week, where I promise, we're gonna do it.
If you forget, I'm gonna come over there and strangle you.
No, we're gonna fucking start it. We're gonna start the tournament. It's been
This is
like
a threat.
a month coming.
Nice. Tomorrow I'm going to play some more Near Replicant. It's lots of fun. Tuesday is going to be potentially the finale of Vernal Edge. Is also lots of fun. Wednesday is the prepping for the Elite Four and going through Victory Road in Pokemon Black 2 Hardcore Challenge with Nuzlocke, which is over preparing because I need to. Thursday, we don't know yet. We have a week to decide, so
You've been freed from your curse.
we should do this. My
Well,
curse
quite
of
fun.
Zelda is freed.
Yeah.
And Friday will be chapter 14 of Guardians Rebirth, a homebrew D&D campaign based on Isekai. And in 2 weeks' time, we'll be back here for session in Vanilla Land. We'll be here in session 53 of Echoes of the Forgotten, as we go back to our previous scheduling after they forgot a bunch of stuff. It's a bit late, so I think we'll call off here and say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.